And we're back. Okay, where the fuck is... Oh, there's my remote. See what a hassle it is to stream off the PlayStation? I have to go through like a fucking act of Congress to set it up.
Pittsburgh and
I'm gonna run and take a piss.
Raiders, down the Buccaneers,
New England,
and then the Buccaneers. And if you, Tom Brady was the one who'd been credited with bringing him there and helped resurrect his career, winning the Super Bowl last year. And you thought he was going to kind of pick it up from there, and it just.
I know the viewers, because we looked, as soon as we find out, folks, we're going to pass it on. We yet do not know exactly what happened.
Well, the one thing we do know, America's Game of the Week comes your way on the other side. Most of you will see the Dallas Cowboys hosting the Arizona Cardinals in what should be a pretty darn good football game, as Terry would say.
Friday, ESPN brings you a showdown between the Adelaide 36ers and the Perth Wildcats. The 36ers are bringing their show.
Commercials. Never gets old.
The Saints are not going to make the playoffs. Sorry.
I'm back. Sorry for the delayed in silence. I got to get my stream up on my phone. My phone charger just constantly wants to slide out of the phone, which I can never figure that one out. Maybe by now I can open the YouTube app and actually see this shit. Hey, there it is. There's my screen. Hey, Michael.
It is America's Game of the Week. It is week number 17.
Welcome back. There we go. Sounds good. Controller's charged up. We're ready to go.
Dallas Cowboys. And now welcome inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I am Joe Buck. That's the Hall of Famer Troy Aikman. Glad you're with us in what is a big game, really, for both teams.
This is a big game. The Cowboys, if they win and the Packers lose, the Cowboys go to 1 seed. I don't think the Packers are going to lose, but we just watched the Jets almost beat Tampa Bay, so in a theoretically infinite universe, I guess anything's possible.
They played the same brand of football that they played when they got off to that 7-0 start. A lot of mistakes, a lot of penalties, turning the ball.
So this is why we play the games.
The biggest key, Joe, has been that they've not run the
We just watched the Bengals win the AFC North. That's another more proof that anything is possible. The Bengals just won the AFC North and made the playoffs. Bengals have next to nothing to play for next week against the Browns.
And Kyler Murray from Texas, returning home, has never lost here in this stadium. And they're hoping that streak remains when this game.
The Raiders win. They're back in the playoff hunt, which is a damn shame because I think the Colts are a better team, but the Raiders were the better team today. We got Christian Kirk and Dalton Schultz. Kyler Murray sitting on my bench, but I started Herbert. Nothing's going to help me win fantasy today anyway. That's what being in a slump is. Dax says, I wasn't in a slump. I just wasn't playing my best ball. That's what being in a slump is.
Especially in facing this Cardinals group that he said we may see in the postseason. He did say if we're able to win against them, that could help our confidence a lot moving forward. It'll also show a lot of other teams they're going to get our best.
A lot of wild shit going on today.
Aaron, thank you. Arizona won the toss.
I'm hoping for more here.
Cowboys will start this game with a football. as they try to remain in that spot where they currently sit number 2 in the NFC playoff picture with a win and give themselves at least a chance at the number 1 seed, depending on what they do next week, depending on what the Green Bay
Cowboys get the ball
do
first.
tonight and in week 18.
I don't know how they're going to top what we just watched.
Rader kicks it away, and it will be returned by Clement.
I'm hoping the Cowboys are just so hyped that they beat Washington by 42 that they're going to come out here and get embarrassed.
That's where the Cowboys will
Like when they played the Broncos.
And down we go to Tom Rinaldi.
By the way, the Jets, Lions, and Washington have more wins against winning teams than the Cowboys have. I just like to point that out.
Allen, Texas 7-0 as a starter, 3 high school titles, won a college title here, and also has won in the NFL. But on a 3-game skid here, a losing streak, trying to turn that around. He wrote out James.
The Cardinals lose, the Rams clinch the NFC West. They beat Baltimore today.
This drive starts after the 20. Prescott.
Dallas opened to luck into a 1 seed. Ooh, damn, I thought that was intercepted. But Gallup made the catch. I thought that was picked.
Dak Prescott is tired of hearing about the slump that he was in.
Well, he was in a fucking slump.
Washington football team, and they're going
Slump.
right out of the gate, which is what they did against Washington on Sunday night. They call their up-tempo offense fastball. They're going right to it.
And they go back to Gallup now, who gets a first down, gain of 7.
Dallas out at their own 35.
Loses a glove in the process.
That first play of the game, though, that set up that 2nd and short, that was almost a big mistake by Dak Prescott to start this game. It was close to being intercepted.
That would have been hilarious.
Cowboys
Oh, it's okay, guys. They blew out Atlanta and Washington. We them boys.
He lines up just off the hip of Jeremy Sprinkle as they hand off to Elliott.
Big Zeke for 4.
Picks up 4.
Every time I have to do a Cardinals game, I have to use the PlayStation to stream. I don't like it.
At the right time, and that means that Tyron Smith is back. Again, a Pro Bowler, 8th time, and for the 7th time, Zach Martin, Pro Bowler as well. There are the backs and receivers as they face 2nd down and 6.
Blitz from the Cardinals, and Schultz made a nice catch. Bad throw by Dak, but Schultz pulled it in.
The Arizona Cardinals, they bring pressure. They're a 5-man rush football team, and they do again on this play.
Low and behind the tight end.
Who's had really an outstanding season. You know, you could say that it's a Pro Bowl type year. Makes a
there you
great
go.
adjustment to that throw.
It's 1 catch. Zeke tackled for a loss by Chandler Jones.
Chandler Jones makes the play, a loss of 1.
Skip was already hopping up the Cardinals. I know they've lost 3 straight, but ooh, they got Chandler Jones.
They're
Woo,
going to have a chance in this game.
woo,
We're going to have to be calling Chandler Jones' name a lot. Not only on plays like this in the run game, but being able to pressure Prescott in the pocket. Prescott keeps, flips.
There's Schultz again for Dillon. Makes a man miss, makes another miss, gets 7 yards.
Territories, he picks up 7.
3rd and 4 for the Cowboys.
Isaiah Simmons missing on the tackle initially, and it turns into a nice pickup for Dalton Schultz.
Tell me this ain't way better.
Defense in a group
This
that
is
when they're
way
healthy,
better.
I know you like a lot. Like them a lot.
I thought about getting rid of that, but you see how I'm
Does a great
blocking
job
these
with
2
the
drawers in
scheme.
here? I took all the
like
shit out of that and put them in a
pressure
couple of
packages
those
that they have, and they
drawers.
like to bring it
So I
on
don't have to
3rd
worry
down,
about getting
and you
behind
can
this
see the
table.
ball up there right now at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 4, they're in Arizona territory. Who's the best receiver on this team? Dallas. I'm an Amari guy, but he disappears a lot.
Probably Amari Cooper, but I think
CD drops a lot, but he's really good. Oh, Zeke, speaking of... Oh, what a play by Zeke. Flag is down. He's short of the first down.
But it's going to be a hold against the Dallas Cowboys.
I said what a play, but it was his fault that the ball got batted up, and then he pulled it in. I'd take the penalty, because they might go for this. Take the penalty, because they'll go for it.
10-yard penalty.
Yeah. You know the Cowboys would go for that. It was like 4th and 2.
Troy, in this league where you might just decline this
Chandler
penalty, but
Jones is already wrecking house in this game.
Yeah, and I thought even on third down that there was a good chance if they didn't make it that Mike McCarthy.
Yeah, Antonio Brown officially just got cut.
Now you take the
I'm not
penalty. I think that
surprised.
was the right decision by.
And he'll never play in the NFL
Back
again.
him up a little bit.
There's no
He
coming
said
back
make it
from
more of a
that.
decision for McCarthy to make if they fail to make it here. Obviously, if they don't get any
What the
yardage,
fuck is wrong with him?
I have to believe that they're-
Antonio Brown has serious mental issues. Dak with all day on 3rd and 14. He's rolling around. He's running. He throws it up. And it's incomplete. He threw it away. Good stop, Cardinals. Smart to take the holding penalty there because they would have went for it on that 4th down if you didn't.
But it stalls and the punt team comes on for the Cowboys.
Cowboys O-line did a good job there.
Arizona comes into this game really short-handed. They've got 2 of their best pass rushers who are not playing in this game, and 2 of their top.
Yeah, no J.J. Watt.
Played in this game, so against this number 1 offense of the Dallas Cowboys, for them to open up this game, make a stop on the road, pretty big. Anger, the Pro Bowl punter, hits a beauty over the head of Kirk. Backs up a bit, and it's tapped near the 16 by Luke Gifford. 42-yard punt.
Watch Kyler Murray just go the fuck off today because I left him on my bench. It's about par for the course. I'd say, are they going to commercial or not? My grandpa's in there actually watching the Panthers and Saints play because that's what they're showing here. But Dale, how are you watching Arizona and Dallas? Remember that old Sunday Ticket commercial? I got the Sunday Ticket, even though I don't. Man, am I hungry. I'll be right back. Something to eat. No fantasy implications in this game for me, other than I left the Cowboys defense on the bench because you just never know if Kyler Murray's going to go off or not. So, oh my God, this fucking lamp, killing me, bro. You're killing me. Need a fucking mic stand. Oh, the Peyton and Eli show's back tomorrow, and they're going to have Aaron Rodgers on. Although Tom Brady just pulled off an impossible comeback against the mighty Jets.
They're going to have Aaron Rodgers on in the Pittsburgh game.
Yeah. Well, he's got to scope out his new team.
Yeah, I wonder how that talk's going to go. You know Peyton's going to black the shit out of everybody.
John Madden. It's a damn shame that he had to live to see that video game with his name on it become so shitty.
Lives my life.
Well, as we all gather here,
The real hassle,
Sunday,
Dylan,
the first Sunday since
I don't
the
usually have the
passing
cable box right here. I have it on this table, but I need this table today. So when I'm done, I move that back and slide it back. That putting that somewhere and putting that somewhere. This thing is ridiculously wide. Like even with the fucking TV pushed to the edge, it wouldn't fit up there.
And that will be up there at least for the rest of the first quarter. Should be up there for the rest of the year, as far as I'm concerned. Because back in '94, John Madden.
You didn't. Oh yeah, you started Schultz, not Zach Ertz, right?
Sports instant credibility when he was hired from CBS.
Zach Ertz
When Fox got the rights to cover the NFC. No doubt. But he was
So because we're sitting here watching, Kyler Murray and Zach Ertz are going to have a great game. You watch.
Had to have him, and rightfully so. Immediately, they had credibility, and the rest of the football world knew that Fox was.
Remember when I told you guys a secret earlier that A.J. Terrell's better than Trayvon Diggs? There's an end around. One man to beat. Who? I know Rondell Moore's not playing today. 26 yards on an end around.
Play from scrimmage. Well, such a good job. Typically, this is Rondell Moore, the rookie, but he is not.
When I saw he had Van Der Esch to beat us, so this one's got a chance to be a touchdown. But then KZ came in to. He would have stopped him if Van Der Esch couldn't get it.
Get everybody going hits it hard, and great way to start this game for Arizona. Rondale Moore, 5'7", 180.
I never thought I'd say this, but Dan Quinn should be the head coach of the Cowboys. He's the reason they're really good right now. He is.
Touching the ball for the first
Here's Edmonds for a gain of 14, right as I compliment Dan Quinn. His defense is getting gashed.
With 2 big chunks.
40 yards in 2 plays.
14 here for Edmonds. Just haven't seen a lot of lanes like this for these running backs for Arizona. Chase Edmonds. He's able to
Arizona decided to start playing like shit as soon as I picked up Connor a few weeks ago.
In the backfield, he does a good job of blocking that edge for him. Here's
Edmonds. This time he only gets 1. Yeah, our man Carlos made the tackle. We know him. We know him.
As Troy said, without Rondale,
I know him a little bit.
They are playing with this guy.
That's why I feel bad when I shit talk the Cowboys. I'm like, oh, Carlos plays for the Cowboys, so I'll probably shut up.
Worked his way through this season in those 3 categories.
He'd probably tell you Dan Quinn should be the head coach.
And there's really nothing he can't do on a football field. Has yet to throw it here. 3 runs to start the day. First throw.
Oh, it's tipped up. He went for A.J. Green.
Anthony Brown got his hands on
3rd down.
Coming up. Well, I mentioned on the first play, Dak Prescott had a chance to maybe give the Cardinals a short field on that one. Kyler Murray making his first attempt.
Oh, yeah.
Just as risky.
Holy shit. It's the dude from Panic at the Disco. The Cardinals came out running the ball and got 40 yards in 2 plays against the Cowboys.
Dallas fans have been playing the other day.
Not happening. Oh, touchdown, wide open. Oh, no, Diggs made the tackle.
As he sets up first and goal from the 3.
You missed it earlier. I told everybody, I said, I got a secret to tell y'all.
Yeah.
A.J. Terrell's better than Trayvon Diggs.
Hey, if he throws that ball forward, isn't that a touchdown? Instead of
It was a little underthrown.
Jump it, get another interception.
Remember when I said A.J. Terrell's better than Trayvon Diggs?
Get that ball up a little bit quicker. As a quarterback, you see a guy get beat so badly that you're just trying to make sure you complete the pass. That should have been a touchdown, Arizona.
I watched that whole first quarter thinking, damn, I'm getting killed right now. But I saw he had Chase on the bench, and I was like,
He messaged me this morning. I was like, I fucking forgot.
Edmonds to the 1.
at the 1.
This is where they miss James Conner.
Did you know that he had cancer?
Rushing touchdowns on the
Just
year.
like Martin Truex Jr.'s wife.
Another game with that heel injury in 2nd and goal. Yeah, I agree with you, Joe. There's a lot of discussion with Arizona offensively. Of course, they miss DeAndre Hopkins. You don't replace that guy, nor have they. But a lot of the problems that they've had also is they haven't had the 2 backs, the 1-2 punch of James Conner and Chase Edmonds.
I've actually moved it a lot since the last time you were here.
6-7 weeks.
I just get bored and start moving shit around. Oh!
Into the air and incomplete. Diggs closest to it when it dropped.
Yeah, Mr. giving up the most yards of any corner this year himself, Trayvon Diggs. Oh, but he gets a lot of interceptions, yeah, because teams look at him and go, yeah, I'm going to throw at him. So, of course, he's going to get a lot of picks.
So instead of handing that off to Edmonds, Kyler Murray liked what he saw on the outside.
Yeah, that's A.J. Terrell.
They get a lot of
Armstrong able to make the play.
for some reason.
How about the Bills turned it over 4 times today and we still got our ass beat?
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't been able to watch it outside.
And a false start.
Yeah, Josh Allen threw 3 interceptions and we got a safety and we still lost by 14.
Brady threw 3 interceptions in the 4th quarter and we lost
This has been him doing.
But it's all Brady.
Remember, you see Barry on Twitter last week, he said, well, Baker didn't throw enough interceptions against Green Bay to win like Tom Brady did. So,
Possession, and now they back up 5 yards. Well, Josh Jones, who's starting at right tackle, was a guard last week. 3 false starts.
I'm starting to wonder.
Gets one here to back the ball up to the 6.
Yeah, I love Green Bay.
That's his
3rd and goal.
And then they asked him, they were
the
like,
season.
are you going to
He's removed one more position from the ball, so it's a different feel for him.
They got Murray on the run. Throw it away. There's a flag. It's going to be a hold. Decline. Cardinals will kick a field goal.
But a flag out on the edge. Sitting at the 8.
Having to use my computer to watch this because they're showing the Panthers and Saints here.
Arizona.
Yeah.
Legal shift on the offense. 2 players moving at the same time. Do not reset.
If I was a referee, that'd be the thing I have the hardest time keeping track of. What the fuck is an illegal formation and what's an illegal shift? I've been watching football for 20 years and I still don't know. Until they point it out and I go, oh.
Kingsbury's left shaking his head. That penalty hurt as well.
Yeah.
He can't believe it. And, so that's a good point.
Hear Barry say that Cliff Kingsbury looks like he belongs in Bang Bros videos.
Remember that at the end of this ball game because it was a completion.
Right now, I'd kick it. The Bengals were driving me crazy in the last 2 minutes. Did you see the situation they had? So the Bengals got down. They got a first down at the 1 for a 1st and goal. I'm like, oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
So they go quarterback sneak, no gain, run for no gain. They get on 3rd and goal. They don't get it. And Tony Romo and me at the same time go, oh, they should go for this. Because, I mean, what?
Yeah.
And they do, but they line up in the shotgun and try to run some kind of crazy pass play. Gets broken up, but there's penalties on both teams. They get to try it again. They do the same fucking thing again. Incomplete. Illegal hands to the face. Another first down at the 1.
You're going to line up from the shotgun. I'd try like a wide receiver screener, at least something, man.
And Romo was hilarious because on the last play they did where they got lucky that the Chiefs got flagged, he was like, what are these routes? You had like 3 Bengals receivers running in circles around one side of the field. And it was incomplete. But then illegal hands to the face. No, they won.
Oh, they won? So did they win the North?
Yep.
Yeah, let's get it. I didn't want Baltimore or Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Baltimore doesn't deserve it because they're terrible.
Although after this year, I won't mind Pittsburgh anymore because Big Ben's gone.
Yeah.
And I won't feel bad rooting for a rapist anymore when I see their teams.
When the Chiefs got flagged, they were out of timeouts. So after they got flagged, the Bengals just took a knee and kicked well, they didn't take a knee. They didn't have any timeouts. And Romo was like, please tell... Because Burrow limped out of the game, and Brandon Allen was in. He's like, I hope they told Brandon Allen, don't take a knee here, spike it, because if you take a knee, it's over. And he spiked it. I was like,
Arizona loses this game. Are they out of the playoffs?
No, they're clinched for the playoffs.
Oh, really?
But if they lose this, they lose the division of the Rams. So
imagine losing your division to Stat Padford and the Rams.
Stat Padford. He was Stat Padford today. He was horrible.
I used to actually think that Matt Stafford was really good, but after watching this year, I'm like, I think he's still like above average, like very well.
Yeah.
I just don't think he's like that elite guy I used to.
Yeah.
Andy Reid needs to gain some of that weight back. He doesn't look right.
I'm afraid he's just going to die on the field one day.
Yeah. You got to think, man, if he gets COVID, he probably does die.
Yeah.
He's not vaxxed.
Mike McCarthy looking at the surface tablet.
Mike McCarthy's fucking useless.
See what just transpired with the Cardinals up by 3. He said this during the week.
It's sad. I said Dan Quinn should probably be the coach. Dan Quinn's the reason they're good. Yeah.
The ability to win all 3 phases.
One of my good friends is a Cowboys
want to be a complimentary
fan,
football team. They were against the Washington football team. They scored on defense, on special teams, and then pounded in 6 touchdowns on offense. Well, we've seen Dallas a lot this year, like every year, and yeah.
He does everything wrong. He's always the one, hey, it's 4th and 8 at our own 30. Go for it.
When we've had them, they really have not played their best football. They play well on offense, not so well on defense, and then vice versa. But last week against Washington, I mean, that game was over in the first quarter, and it was so over at halftime.
This one,
Prescott hardly
the
played
Broncos
along
and Chargers does now with the
guys,
Colts loss.
That was a total game, and so that's what Arizona's
Yes.
looking for. They're looking for that get-right game that Dallas had last week.
The last 2 teams in right now are literally
Clement will take a knee.
And because the Chiefs lost, the team that lost to the Titans and Jets has the 1 seed now. I mean, the Texans and Jets beat the Titans, but the Titans have the 1 seed now.
Enter the NFL Sunday Challenge.
Yeah, who already beat them.
They have a chance at $100,000.
Yeah, because they blew out Kansas City.
I know that earlier in the
Bills
year,
and Patriots clinched the playoff spot today. Bengals won the AFC North. The Titans are now the number 1 seed at the moment in the AFC.
Oh! Motherfucker, that should have been a pick 6. Oh. So that's 2 Dak should have thrown today.
Here's Buda Baker. You can see he reads it the entire way. He just comes shooting straight up the field.
That should be 2 interceptions for Dak today.
I mean, that's just reading the playbook and knowing what tendencies are when they get in that.
No, they would have got the blitz where the ball gets stuck in his helmet and he runs down the field chasing it and it goes out for a safety.
That's 2 throws now here in this first quarter. Cowboys are fortunate.
I could have got Madden for free again, but I turned it down.
Came to his 4th Pro Bowl. As a handoff is to Elliott, not much, a gain of 1.
I mentioned this earlier. Did you hear Skip on Undisputed this week trying to brag about when the Cowboys blew out Atlanta? And Shannon was like, stop it. And Skip goes, hey, Kyle Pitts is really good.
Yeah.
Wow. Kyle Pitts is really good, guys. He scored today on a 10-yard touchdown run. They said, no, his knee was short, but his knee was like at the goal line.
He's going to look really good in Denver next year.
Yeah.
Or Pittsburgh, maybe.
This offensive line's too good. Boo.
He's looked better and better wearing that knee brace on his right knee.
The Jets are fucking embarrassed, but they had Tampa beat, and they gave up like 2 30-yard pass plays in a row with almost no time left, and the Bucs won. AB stripped out of his uniform and left. Yeah, and he got cut right after. I don't know. Yeah, Dylan's got Schultz.
I thought that Tom Brady straightened Davey out, and that's how good of a leader he is.
He's a good person.
No, it's Schultz talked about him a moment ago, but they lose Blake Jarwin, and he's been able to step in there and just do some really good things. And he's been a heck of a football player and a guy that Dak Prescott really.
If this was 2016, that team would be fucking hot right now. CD's drops. He didn't drop that one.
First down yardage got 9 as Byron Murphy, the last man standing at corner.
Really good. He's the first tight end as a rookie to hit 1,000 yards since Mike Ditka in 61. So, yeah. Cordero Patterson and Kyle Pitts is fucking awesome. A.J. Terrell didn't. He was the #1 graded corner in the league, and he didn't get it. They gave it to Diggs. Because people don't know shit.
See the coverage now by Dallas. They got the safeties back here playing coverage.
Yeah. I'd have given it to him over Trayvon Diggs, and Jair missed like 10 games or whatever.
It's their second run of this possession, and coming up short is.
Go ahead and know that if they don't get this, they'll go for it on 4th. Because Mike McCarthy's a genius, remember?
Why he got fired after losing
Dallas has done a pretty good
The
job.
Cardinals. I can't. Who was the quarterback that day? It was somebody really bad. I can't remember who. No, he was still with y'all. I want to say it was like Drew Stanton or somebody like that.
Be returning next year as Dallas's offensive coordinator, or if he'll get a chance to run the show somewhere else as a head coach.
They've got a tackle eligible.
Sure.
They're going to go for it. Cardinals stuff them on 3rd and 1, but the Cowboys are going to go for it.
Down coming up,
They're going to go for it.
We'll see who gets up and out of there. That's Corey Peters who made that stop.
I still can't believe Corey Peters is still around. He used to play for us.
Missed a little time earlier.
We lost that
right here. You see him shift over.
Cardinals with Josh Rosen.
Josh Rosen, that was his big moment.
Cowboys go for it.
I just remember being
Yeah, I remember that day. We saw it scroll across the bottom of the screen. Ooh, play action on 4th and 1.
Yeah!
Schultz is wide ass open.
Schultz first down.
Big game Schultz. It was him or Zach Ertz.
Already Dalton Schultz is.
You hear EDP tried to change his name legally?
There you go, hard play action, and Isaiah Simmons, he's trying to look in the backfield, and he's not on the tight end.
He did. He tried to get a job at working with kids, of course.
Do your job. If you're in a
What about how he took a picture of a shit he took and sent it to something to that girl, and who he thought was a girl, but man, I just took a big ass shit.
Is wide open for that one.
8 plays, 4 minutes.
Oh! Nobody there to take advantage again.
As it was tipped by Chandler Jones.
You can like
Mug somebody, yeah.
You just fucking like
talk about the
blindside
five-man
the
rush.
receiver near the ball. And be like, it was tipped, bro.
And so they have a lot of different creative ways in order to get their rushers. And it's difficult on the offensive front.
Yeah.
Another great job by Corey Peters.
It's sad. I was saying Atlanta should have signed Clay Matthews. That's somebody. Because they haven't really pass rush.
Of course, when you do that, when you're as aggressive as Arizona is defensively, They'll vacate some zones in the secondary. There's some big plays to be had. Here's Pollard. Stops some momentum.
Unnecessary roughness.
Was sending him out of bounds and able to fly upfield to the 20 for 6.
I can't give up Terrell. He's too good.
I mean, where do you begin in trying to slow down this
Matt
group?
Ryan and a first round hit.
It usually starts with controlling the running game. And
I want Minka
Ezekiel
Fitzpatrick, too.
But then trying to figure out how you're going to match up on the outside with these weapons that Dak has to get the ball to. It's really challenging. And it's along the way.
Oh,
We got a false start down by Dallas.
false start on 3rd and 4 by Dallas. If Atlanta had a pass rush, they'd have a really good defense.
I remember it's the center beyond it.
I remember on draft night
You don't hear
when
that very often.
PJ got drafted, I made a post that was like, I'm pissed that we drafted a DE instead of
he
PJ
kind of
Watt.
rocks
People
back
call me
and
dumb.
looked like he might have. The ball moves a little bit.
Also wanted us to
Cowboys
sign
are
him.
the
You guys get all the good
third
defensive
most
players.
penalized team with regard to
And still
yards.
can't stop the run.
Yeah.
That's why I got Chubb in fantasy for tomorrow night.
Brings up 3rd down and 9. Blitz coming. Cowboys pick it up.
Ah!
Complete for Cooper.
He missed a wide open Amari Cooper. Go for it. I dare you.
Prescott has him, and
You kicked the field goal here, but yeah, I dare them to go for it.
Presents his numbers, and it is
Although,
interesting when you
I
look
think
at
they win
how
if they go
good
for it
Dallas
and get
has
it, 'cause I
been
think
on
Arizona
3rd
will be
down,
so
converting
demoralized.
over 40% on the season.
You should have seen my
When they
stream
get to
when the
just
Cardinals played the
3rd and
Rams on
7
Monday
or
night. Me
more,
and Dylan were in a really
they're
close game,
17%.
and
I mean, if
I
you
was
can get
behind.
the
All I
third
needed
ball,
was like
they
3
have
points to
not
beat
been
him.
very good
I ended
all
up beating
year,
him by like half a
converting
point
those
because
down
like
to
Kyler Murray played the
distances,
worst game of his life
that
and was
was a
taking
missed
sacks at the
opportunity
end of the
by
game
Prescott.
in
He had a
garbage
chance
time.
to
I'm like,
keep
would you
this drive
fucking
going.
stop?
43-yard try by Zerline. Good snap. Good.
Ah, he missed it. Hee hee.
Should have went for it.
I guess they should have went for it. Yeah.
Now
Wait, did Pittsburgh
has
already
missed
play?
6
No, they
on
play
the
tomorrow.
year.
So we'll get to
That
see
long
if
drive
Tomlin
comes
keeps
up
the
empty.
streak of not having a losing season, although
I-
that's
We
a
got
dumb
next
streak.
week
I
off.
already told him, I'm like, they suck, but people, ooh, Tomlin never had a losing
It's
season.
so
Get
dumb.
off his
They're
back.
8-8. They could go 8-8-1 at best.
They have
right?
gone 8-8 like 3 times
Yeah.
for Tomlin, but he had a losing season. He had a losing season.
Where was that energy with Jason Garrett in Dallas?
I know, he went 8-8 3 times in a row, and everybody hated him.
Jim Caldwell in Detroit.
Yeah.
Hey, he followed up 3 8-8s by winning Coach of the Year,
Do you
going
remember
12-4.
Jeff Fisher being like, I'm not going 8-8?
No, he said, I'm not fucking going 7-9, and they went like 3-13 because they went 7-9 3 years in a row. Them and the Saints went 7-9 3 years in a row. And he's like, I'm not fucking going 7-9. You're right.
I remember that year of Hard Knocks, how funny it was.
Yeah. And me and my uncle watching we're not even like football experts, but we watched the Rams on Hard Knocks that year. We're like, this team fucking sucks because they're doing everything wrong. They were coaching guys how to play hard, and guys were doing things in camp that would get you penalties, and the coaches were like, go after it, get after him. It's like, yeah, that's going to be a fucking 15-yard penalty if you do that in a game. And what do you know? They got penalized out the ass that year and were terrible. I appreciate them making it easy on the Falcons because we beat them by like 45 that year. That was a good year.
Like I was telling you, one of my good friends, the Cowboys fan, he was telling me, he's like, man, it'd be pretty cool if we played in the playoffs. And I'm like, I think so as well.
Yeah. I think that'd be phenomenal. I said 2 weeks ago on Facebook, I said, I'm so glad the Cowboys are on track to lose to the Packers in the playoffs again.
I hope they make the championship game somehow. Because if we make it, I know we're going to the Super Bowl.
What did I tell y'all when 28-3 happened? I wasn't even mad that we lost. I just said, damn, I wish that was the Cowboys that happened to.
Did you watch 5 Points vid about just kneeling the ball?
Yeah, if
with
they
a big lead.
Yep.
He's like, mathematically, I mean.
Texas high school football legend when he
Nah, if you listen to
42-0
some Falcons fans, if we'd have drafted
in high
Justin
school
Fields,
in
we'd be all
Allen,
right
Texas.
right
That's
now.
what Kyler Murray.
No, we wouldn't.
3 consecutive 5A state titles from 2012 to 14. Let's go to Tom Rinaldi.
And Texas high school football, but with perhaps some arguments from other states in the country, is as good as it gets in America. And to have a record that dominant, there you see it.
Nah, because the Bears won by 30 today, so he's going to keep his
I
job.
hope so.
Yeah.
I legit do hope.
Because because who they play? They play
Championship is only visit here.
y'all play the
He said he
Lions,
got
right?
double-digit
Next week.
folks in the stands.
The Bears play the Vikings. They'll win that game, and Nagy will keep his job because they won big today, and they're going to win next week.
That's what it might be like, guys, to come here to this game.
They'd be more likely to fire Zimmer than the Bears are to fire Nagy.
50 miles away.
Yeah, it's kind of run its course.
Coming back and trying to go to a perfect 8-0.
The only reason they beat us is because the refs.
That had a lot to do with it. So the Cowboys missed a field goal. The Cardinals are up 3-0.
In there for Dallas. Well, there are some stadiums that as a quarterback.
Michael, do you have any money on games right now?
Good feel, and you have a better feel when you're undefeated.
Oh yeah, you got Arizona plus 10.5. Yeah, okay. Who the fuck said the Cowboys are going to be? The spread was 10.5. Cowboys. That's ridiculous. They're not that fucking good. Like, geez. And the Cardinals ain't that bad. Zach Ertz.
Wrapped up by Curse. A gain of 4, so third down coming.
Who's ready for NASCAR to go back to high horsepower this coming year? Yeah, and Kurt Busch said the cars feel like a 2005 Cup car. He said he swears it feels just like 2005.
Missed the previous 2 games on the COVID list.
What?
There's a lot of moving parts.
They don't. In the I watched last year during the off week, we streamed a Cup race from Michigan in 01. There was like 9 engine failures.
Yeah, like.
That was in a 400-mile race. Oh, son of a bitch. We watched Michigan from 01 because I wanted to prove that Michigan's a good racetrack if the cars don't suck, and 01 is like one of the best races ever. And there was 9. Junior led a lot of laps and blew up.
Oh, dude, I was listening to Harvick on Junior's podcast lately.
Yeah, that was a good episode.
That was a great ball by Kyler Murray. Just the young guy unable to make a play on it. First-year player from Texas Tech. Was Andy Lee. Shanks.
That's a horrible punt.
It goes out of bounds near the Dallas 31.
Like the Cowboys wearing their 94 alternate uniforms.
Right back on offense, their third possession, trailing by 3.
I said the only team going into the playoffs that had a chance to beat Kansas City was the Colts, and they lost today, and then the Bengals beat Kansas City. So,
if we get David Bakhtiari back, I feel like we're going to be a really tough team to beat.
I was hoping the Cowboys would lose this, the Packers would win tonight, and Rodgers can take a week to go get his fucking toe fixed like he should have already.
I don't want that. Teams that rest their QB never win.
Yeah, usually.
Plus, I mean, well,
the Colts did it a couple times and got away with it.
We should very well win tonight with no Kurt playing. No Kurt playing, my bad.
Kurt.
Yeah. Maybe you'd win some games if his name was Kurt.
No, man. Y'all can't do nothing as impressive as when Dallas beat Atlanta because Kyle Pitts is good.
That's how Skip sees it.
Yeah. Oh, he created all caps. Brady just pulled the all-time miracle against the Jets. It's like, it's the fucking Jets.
Remember a few years ago when Rodgers did that?
Yeah.
He went on that really quick drive to win.
He said the other day that Baker outplayed Rodgers last week.
Did he? Who won?
The Packers, and Baker threw 4 picks.
Yeah, I know, but what point does he have?
And then he goes, no. 2 of those picks shouldn't have counted because the Packers get away with penalties like they always do.
Every team gets away.
Every team. Did you watch the Bengals play today?
Here's what you learn, I would say, after about your 7th year of watching football. It's not fair to complain about the rest because your team gets bailed out just as much as any other team.
Yeah.
Just teams like Green Bay, Dallas, and stuff, they play a lot of primetime games, so you see it more.
Yeah.
It said Antonio got benched right before he stormed out.
What a loser.
Oh, carry shit in. Oh, my bad. Man.
See, I got more room in here.
Oh, how have you been, dude? Glad to hear it. Oh, yeah. John Madden died. That sucks.
Yeah, right after they done his 30 for 30 thing.
Yeah.
my God. A big play in a game that means nothing.
In Northern California, and of course in broadcasting, when we were ever up in the Bay Area after he retired, me and Richie Zients and Rick Russo and Ed Bourne, we'd go see him. Here is Pollard up to the 40 to bring up 3rd down and short. I think I can speak for really everyone who knew John, in that you never spent time with John and didn't walk away just feeling like you learned a little something or had a different viewpoint on something than you otherwise had. And I think that he expressed that as a broadcaster, and it's one of the many reasons why he was as great as he was. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Arizona with the only points. Dallas with a missed field goal. 3-0 Fox NFL Sunday. Back after this from your local Fox station.
No, we don't want them.
Want to get closer to the action?
Did you hear a couple weeks ago when In Cars came on at the commercial break and you hear Joe Buck go, "Oh man, listen and enjoy. We'll be right back." It's like, "You're in my car."
Dude, they usually have some pretty good music on the Troy and Joe broadcast.
Yeah.
I feel like the minority here because like most people hate Joe Buck, but I actually really
I love
him.
Joe Buck.
Yeah.
I used to not like him. Now I love him. He's just fucking funny.
Dude, he just doesn't care what he says some of the time.
You hear him roast Peyton Manning a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
He's like, "You know, the last time I wanted to get out of a game early? And when you were losing to Seattle in the Super Bowl."
I haven't been able to watch any of the Manning cast yet. Because, like,
I've watched a few, and it gets old after a couple weeks.
Really, none of the live stream
Watch it
websites have it.
tomorrow. They're gonna have Aaron Rodgers in on the Pittsburgh game.
Peyton and Eli are already getting hammered because they won't ask Rodgers about COVID.
As they shouldn't.
As they should. It's a fucking football show.
Like, what? Like, yeah, Rodgers has said some dumb things, but...
He said some really stupid shit, but I don't hold it against him. It's his right to be a moron. Like I said, I wish I could be that rich and up my own ass like he is. So more power to him.
Hey, man, maybe he's really allergic. Also, damn, I got a notification for this tweet, and this girl's got really big boobs. Nice. I don't know why it notified me, but... Oh, here's the picture. It just says New Year, same boobs.
Michael, you said you got a parlay with Cincinnati and Tennessee. You won that one. Parlay with Tennessee and Arizona to win 25 more. Well, thank you for the $5 earlier. You preemptively gave me money before you won any.
Won today, much to the chagrin of the New York Jets.
I disagree. I think the Niners and Eagles are really interesting.
Buccaneers.
The Vikings would probably be more fun.
It's 0-0.
They come back and there's a lot that can happen here in this
That'll be a game they lose,
and then
and the
as we
Saints will
move into the
win
last week of the
today. Go to
season.
Atlanta,
For Dallas, if they can win today, they go back up to that.
I said I hope the Saints make it because they can beat Tampa Bay.
It'll be the Saints and the Eagles.
Being better than the other two, they're
Eagles
in
will
the
go
tie
to
with.
Dallas, and the Saints will go to
If the Saints make it, Tampa Bay better hope they don't have to play them.
At 12-3, they host the Vikings tonight. On 3rd down and 1, first down carry by Pollard, got it easily.
Pollard's better than Zeke.
Cardinals have made one stop on 3rd and 1. They're not able to make one there, but a flag on the play, and it's a hold.
It's a hold on Tyron Smith. Oh, wow, Collins.
Right there on the edge. Yeah, you got a hold of
There,
Zach
got my
Allen,
shit
I was
right.
gonna say, because there was a heck of a hole. And if Pollard gets that ball, he's one-on-one. He makes one guy miss. He's off to the races, but that explains why.
Sucks to suck.
As I mentioned a moment ago, Joe, both these teams, Dallas has been penalized a lot. There's a lot of things to clean up. Arizona, as I mentioned, they've been the most penalized here over the last 3 weeks. Their losing streak. But too many penalties on the year for both teams. 3 different Cowboys offensive linemen have drawn a flag. And
Then Dak goes down.
He's down.
He fought the good fight, but he went down.
So the call against Lyle Collins on the 3rd down carry. And the
is kind of a
Cowboys
sweet way
so
to
far
retire.
looking
Like what
nothing
AB
like they did on
flipping
Sunday
off
night
the
against
field,
the
walking
Washington
out.
football team. Well, they got 7 up, and then you look
Remember
like,
when
okay,
Earl
well, how many
Thomas
are
went to
gonna come?
Seattle?
Rush 4.
He's getting
It's
towed
really
out.
rush 5 here, which is generally what they do, but they bring Buda Baker.
And he flipped off Pete
and
Carroll. He
got
looked right at Pete
one-on-one
Carroll and was like,
Oh yeah, Pete Carroll's
That's
probably
it,
getting
just
fired.
He should get fired. He's
You
awful.
gotta stay out of him against this Arizona defense.
I think it's
Just too
both.
tough.
Oh,
Anger hits another good one. Backing up is Kirk at the 15.
Oh, what a battle.
Wrapped up inside the 10 by C.J.
Why?
Goodwin.
Why would you even try to catch that?
56-yard punt and a return of -6 because of number 29. What a play.
So, Andreas, you missed out on getting a PS5 again. Can't relate.
Oh man, I could have got one the other day.
Really?
I would have had to have bought the bundle though for like $900, and I just want the PS5. I don't need a bundle with like 4 games and all this stuff.
I settled for a bundle that came with like PlayStation Plus and shit.
Mm-hmm. But honestly, I'm not too concerned about it. There's not really
Not
many
much to play
games
right
out
now.
on it right now anyway, so.
I want.
Oh.
They're coming out with the console covers for it. I want the purple one.
Dude, you still good for AEW Saturday?
Yeah.
Sweet, making sure. I'll probably get the tickets ordered tonight or in the morning.
Okay.
Before I go in at 3 tomorrow. They, me and my buddy Brandon's wanting to come with us. I'm assuming that's cool. He'll probably drive, so I don't have to, but I'm excited, man. You know, get to yell cowboy shit, see CM Punk maybe.
The Eagles.
I hope Punk has a match.
The Eagles have no wins over a team with a winning record.
Of course they don't, because they suck. It's Charlotte. Sting will probably wrestle.
They have the easiest schedule in the NFL.
Hey, we're getting Bryan Danielson and Hangman Page. That's what I'm hyped for.
Oh yeah, that match is happening there.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
God damn. I was hoping they'd go ahead and just do Punk MJF at a big show like that. Like, come on, do it.
Dude, I'm excited for it, man. Also, I hope that Britt Baker has a match. She's a really good female wrestler.
I like her and Tay Conti.
Tay Conti's ridiculous.
Anna Jay's ridiculous too. So yeah, Tony Storm just fucking like went home. Was like, yeah, I'm not coming back. Fire me. Like, good for you.
Well, the Arizona Cardinals this season got off to that fast 7-0 start. We saw their first loss at home to Green Bay. Over the last 8 games, they've gone 3-5.
Yeah.
Points per game are down. The points per game allowed are up. That combination for Cliff Kingsbury, whose team.
When I went on the Kiss Cruise, I ate a bunch of sugar for the first time in over a year. Came back, I lost 5 pounds because of all the walking around and shit we did. Yeah. So I lost weight on the cruise.
Now staring at a wild card spot. Well, you mentioned it. We were at that game, the Thursday night game. Their first loss against the Packers. That was a pretty defeating loss because the Packers were very short-handed. Nobody expected Green Bay to be on the road and beat the undefeated Arizona Cardinals.
I'll show you everything you need to see on that boat because it's the same boat I've been on like 4 times.
Got injured.
I know we could at least get me and my buddy.
Last now 8 games. Handoff here is to Chase Edmonds in a minimal gain as Leighton Vander Esch makes the stop.
I can't remember.
That punt. I mean, that's why the special teams unit, which is coached by Bones Fossil's, feeling good about itself. 62 yards they netted.
Andreas, I can't help you secure a PS5. I could barely get one.
Possession of the football, and now Arizona's backed up and facing 2nd down and 8. Yeah, it's
I'm not magical.
that the Cowboys have, and Brian Anger is a Pro Bowler. He was voted in this past week, and he showed it on that punt.
That's all they're missing.
Covering by C.J. Goodwin.
That and a quarterback that can see over his offensive line. Hello. Oh. Incomplete.
Now 3rd down and 8.
If only Brady had a
Really good
Devontae.
route here by Christian Kirk. He's able to get on top of Anthony Brown. Just quite can't.
Fucking Leonard Fournette.
Was Kyler Murray, right
only
out
he had weapons, though.
extended fingertip.
Only he had a Randy
Christian
Monster.
Kirk, he had a big drop. against
Brady's
the
numbers
Cowboys.
without Gronk are hilariously
That
bad.
would have been
Like for his whole
a
career without Gronk.
Really makes it look like Gronk's the
6-point loss to the
Yep.
Cardinals. They missed 2 field goals and
To me, he is. And if he wasn't hurt all the time, he would have obliterated every possible record. Oh, Murray, no! Thought he was going to take a sack in the end zone.
Hey, let's get it.
That's badass.
Barely caught it.
Play by
He got
Kyler
it.
Murray out to his left, found number 2, and they pick up 18 yards. Well, this is what Dan Quinn talks about when you're playing Kyler Murray. It's hard because Chase Edmonds comes out of the backfield.
Same guys. So another year of Almirola wasting a rod.
Because he's able to find the hole within that defense.
Custer and Briscoe.
But not an easy throw, running at top speed.
Cole Custer and Chase Briscoe.
And to be led over a defender on the money to Edmonds.
We all did.
Here is to Justin Ward.
He tried to get him the year before last, but Ford says we'll drop you if you try. Because Ford's like, we don't want to sponsor that racist.
I would have been like, Tony likes Chevys anyway, right?
Yeah.
During this 4-game win streak, these are the
Their sponsors threatened to throw a fit if Stewart got Larson.
No mistake, Dan Quinn.
But luckily, Rick Hendrick's so rich, he's just like, fuck it, I'll sponsor it myself. Murderer's row of quarterbacks there that the Cowboys have had to deal with. Me neither.
And that makes up for a lot of other mistakes. Pressure off the edge, pass is caught by Ertz, and he is brought to the ground by Jaron
He's got
Kurtz.
plenty of experience.
Pressure by Randy Gregory, and Murray just able to get rid of it for 3 yards. Yeah, you see that here comes Gregory, and they had this design.
Skip was frustrated last week because he hates Josh Allen because he played against Brady a lot, and he hates Mac Jones because he's replaced Brady and already better than him. So he didn't know who to cheer for in the Buffalo New England game.
3rd down and 5.
Come on.
Murray throws, passes, caught short.
Or down.
Yardage is
They've got to go for it.
Wesley
They
as
throw it
Anthony
behind the
Brown
line.
made the
I
stop.
don't think
It's
it makes
4th
sense
down.
at all, but that's what
The
you're
punt
doing.
team comes on for Arizona.
Cowboys
That is a really
did-
nice
Cowboys
job
offense
by
had no
Anthony
shit.
Brown. And they disguise, which they do so well.
That's why you need to stack up the points
Dallas
now.
does, and then they roll into
I'm just punting.
a
I think
two-man
Arizona
look. So
loses
Brown's
this game
able to jump that
28-12.
route. They complete it, but Brown makes the open field tackle. Otherwise, it is a first down.
Well, at least nobody in this game is going to get 4 takeaways and still lose by 2 throws. It's a fake!
The throw is
Pass interference.
a flag.
Pass interference.
It looked like the defender did not get his head around.
No, somebody called it. I just don't know who.
And a flag
The Cardinals went for a fake punt, and I think they're going to get Dallas for pass interference.
Threw it.
They're fighting for the ball. Somebody called it.
You got it. Well, if Dallas intercepted, it's dumb on them. They lost field position.
What a time to pull out the
We're
fake
gonna
punt.
check in with Mike Pereira if we get a moment after they make this call. As the officials get together.
Hit flag for pass interference on a fake punt. Where was that when the Giants played the 49ers in that playoff game?
The pass
Where the
interference
ball-
rules
He caught it anyway.
Yeah.
to all
Oh, my
players
goodness.
except the Gunners. And the intended
Oh.
target here, Jonathan
He
Ward,
caught it
was
again.
not
Has a helmet
Gunner.
catch on the
Therefore, the
defense.
pass interference
Wow.
call is against Deshaun Wright for the first down. And that's the right
I had
call,
it.
and it
That's
sets
a-
up a first down.
He used his helmet to hold on to the ball.
Well, I had a feeling when they ran it,
Helmet
threw it
catch. Yeah, he
behind the
caught the
line on
ball.
3rd and short or 3rd and long, it was just like when you run it.
He caught the ball on the defender's helmet.
So they're going to say that
That's like reverse David Tyree.
Ward,
Yep,
just
they
a
declined the penalty.
crazy
Let's
catch.
get it.
As those two fought for the ball, and they're going to give Ward the catch, and they're going to decline the penalty either way.
Let me guess, Mike McCarthy's going to have something snarky to say in his post-game presser about this.
That's just
He's gonna
Ward's
say the
second
single
reception
play
of the season, and that might be the best catch on the year in the NFL. He's going to. They're looking for more body.
Well, he should be famous forever like Odell is for making one good catch his entire career.
So Chris Banjo threw his first career pass, and what a catch by Ward.
God, it's hot in here.
Here's Edmonds. Got one. But it does tell you, Joe, that here you are on your own
Told
side
Dylan
of
I have a hard
the
time
50,
talking shit about the Cowboys as I see Carlos out there making plays. Carlos has made more plays this year than he has in the last couple combined.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had to do. So you know, can we steal possession? And they just did. They just took one away from Dallas. So I wouldn't be surprised at all if we see some more things like that. With them going forward on fourth down and just taking a few more chances that they otherwise might not take. A blitz by Dallas, pass caught by Ertz, wrestled down to the ground by Van Der Esch. Third down coming up. Now, Zach Ertz was such a great pickup by general manager Steve Keim. They had Max Williams.
I like Dak after I watched Hard Knocks.
They threw the ball to. And then he went down. He's lost for the year. And they went out and made the trade for Zach
What about when
Ertz.
Skip body shaped Mike McCarthy and Jimmy got pissed off at him?
That's what Cole player. You remember when your Skip got caught hurt
He
over
was really playing at a high level and almost immediately.
Yep. And then
You crossed the line.
Brady dedicated about half of that one documentary to talking shit about Skip. Well, he didn't, but they showed all the times that Skip was wrong. Because Skip used to be a Brady hater.
Third down and 5. Blitz is on.
That's interference.
There's going to be a flag on Donovan
He's
Wilson
better
and
than
Peters. Ertz was the target.
Wait, that wasn't.
No, it wasn't Diggs.
Oh, my bad.
I'm curious about this one. Well, there's the push. Yeah, he's
What are you
leaning on
talking
it.
about, Troy?
Defense number 6. Ball replaced, followed a foul. Automatic. First down.
Yeah, right there. You see that he's not playing the ball, and there's contact that's made. That's tough. It's a tough position to be in, especially when you got a tight split.
Just don't commit a foul.
Ertz was in, and when you come up and you press him, and
In that case, just don't commit the foul.
then that the quarterback and receiver have to work. Here's a snap, and Edmonds gets dumped by Gregory.
They should have left the
Randy Gregory in a flash got into the backfield. I think you might want to change up that snap count a little bit because he comes flying off the ball. And
Domestic abuser Randy Gregory with the tackle.
He's trying to come across and block him.
On Dallas.
That's what I said.
Like Hank Hill said, Dallas is full of criminals and debutantes, and most of them play for the Cowboys.
And they got Randy Gregory back. They got DeMarcus Lawrence. He's back. And don't forget Micah Parsons.
Parsons has been
Murray over the middle.
Hello, A.J. Green.
A.J. Green, first and goal.
He made my favorite play this year for the Cardinals.
The one he didn't make.
Zone and picks up 20. Yeah, they had a lot of opportunity on that one. There's just not very good coverage by Dallas. They turn a guy loose up the left sideline. They could have taken a shot into the end zone, but right there in the middle of the field, just wide open for A.J. Green to work. A.J. Green is 7-time Pro Bowler with the Bengals. Here's Edmonds looking for daylight, forced out at the 5. After a gain of 3, Jordan Lewis made that play, and they're going to mark him out at the 6. Last time they got down.
Well, I'm sad. I ate all my food.
For the 3 points. That's second and goal. This would be really disappointing coming on the heels of the last time they got down in the red zone. If they were not able to cash in with a touchdown, this would be big for Dallas defensively. But after all that, they don't give up any points on a touchdown.
Run, Munchkin Man, run. There's going to be a hold. Hey, was it Spider-Man the coolest shit you ever saw? That was fucking great. I've seen it twice, too.
I went with my girl, and then me and my buddy went to see it for his birthday. I like the left.
Josh Jones has a full
That's really
start
good.
and now a hold. That's his 5th holding call of the year. Yeah, you see, it's definitely a hold, and that becomes the issue. You mentioned Josh Jones. He had been playing right guard, and he has had a couple.
I was like, oh, Andrew Garfield in a good Spider-Man movie is actually amazing. Like, he really is.
When you're out there on the edge against these speed rushers that Dallas has, supposed to be boxed in with a blocker on each side.
Or when they're talking about how Toby's like, I fought an alien made out of black goo. And Todd's like, I fought an alien too. Yeah, he was purple. And Andrew's like, I would have fought an alien.
Pass is caught.
And then
the 5-yard
it's been 2 weeks. They
Greg
don't see it.
Dortch touches the ball for the 2nd time in the ball game.
And then after that, Edge was like, see, I'm lame. Like, I fought a Russian
gonna
dude
mark
in
him
like a
out.
rhinoceros machine.
Back by
That made me laugh.
It'll be 3rd down and
It's like the
goal.
worst part of that movie. I
Drive
fought a
that's
Russian
lasted
dude in a
over
rhinoceros
7
machine.
minutes.
Dude,
Put together and aided
me
by
and
that fake
I was.
punch. Well, it's
I
gone
knew
the way
the girl
that
I
they
with
would
was
like,
the one
and you're
whenever
able to
she
keep
popped for the Willem
the Cowboys
when he
offense
said
on the
I'm a bit of a
sidelines.
scientist.
I'm something of a scientist myself.
That formula only works if you're scoring touchdowns when you get down here.
Yeah, another field goal does you no good here. Like,
Murray with protection passes.
No, out at the 1. Go for it.
yeah, go for it.
Go for it.
Down,
If
Chase
you went for a
Edmonds short
fourth
of
and
the end
8
zone.
over there,
Yeah, you run a fake punt to get down here, you might as well go for it now.
Kingsbury is thinking about going for it here.
Ain't no thinking about it. You go for
Doesn't
it.
get talked about when it comes to Michael Parsons. We all know that he can rush the passer. He can do a lot of great things, but his ability to play in
The one.
space against a guy like Edmonds and make a play like this in the open field, I mean, he literally can do it all. And sure enough, the Cardinals are going for
Good
it.
call, though.
Read option bullshit. Out of the bootleg. It's a bootleg.
Right here with Antoine
it
Wesley.
does look like
I think I shoved it up the middle.
False start. False start.
Flags.
Now you kick the field goal.
Yeah,
This play.
go for it.
Before any action happened at the line of scrimmage.
Timeout. Okay, still go for it. You still go for it.
Dallas
Go
got
it.
the timeout.
Oh, Dallas. Wow. What?
They fucked themselves
So
over.
timeout is taken. It'll be 4th down and goal, and we'll right back after this message
didn't like the
from
look.
Progressive.
Are here.
For New
Boy, Skip's made me hate Baker. Well, he just relentlessly defends him even though he's playing horrible. I know he's hurt, but, like, he's playing horrible. He's the reason they're not going to make the playoffs.
I really like Baker, but I can't defend Baker this season. He's been really
I said the same thing about Lamar. It's like, I like Lamar Jackson. Ain't no defending him. He's played like shit this year.
I don't like Lamar at all. Well, I don't dislike him. I just hate the fans that hype him up. And I've been trying to tell people he's not elite at all.
He's not.
Like,
So 4th down and goal, and this crowd will crank it up again.
Can't believe Dallas just gave the Cardinals a freebie.
Linemen in their stands for too long. On the road, a lot of noise down here.
I told you it was a bootleg.
Krebs.
Touchdown.
that's what I do in Madden. It works every time.
Antoine
You just
Wesley,
pretend like you're
his
gonna
second
scramble
of
to
the
the
year.
side.
And the Cardinals cash in and get it in the end zone at the end of that long drive.
Game over.
I
This
wish.
time it's Anthony Brown.
So
The Cowboys have it covered.
The Cardinals are about to be up 10-0 on the Cowboys.
And he's on Antoine Wesley, but he lets him go. And so you had 3 defenders out there to handle Kyler Murray. That's a heck of a job. I mean, they almost.
You know, I made fun of the Falcons this year for beating the Jets. I guess now since Tampa did it, it's legit.
Yeah.
He did get a hand on it. Where that ball came out. But a touchdown nevertheless. What a drive.
10-0 Arizona.
2 plays covering 91 yards. And in the middle of it, we had that big punt. The catch by Jonathan Ward.
That was a horrible throw.
Drive that ends in the end zone.
Watch how this ball comes out of his hands.
To Wesley, 10-0 Arizona.
I saw one the other day. I can't remember which. It was one of Barry's videos because I was just sitting here watching them, and he showed a play. It was the Patriots and Colts in the championship game, and Brady threw a ball that was like this through the air, and of course it was caught for a big gain. It like zooms in on how the ball's just like this straight up. It's not wobbling. It's just like.
Did you see the guy in college that did the fake slide?
Mm-hmm.
I want to see somebody in the NFL pull that off.
Then they outlawed it the next week.
They
Thank
did,
God,
but-
because that's not fair. I've seen Rodgers try to do that a lot. Where he's
Just-
like, I'm still going. Or, I'm going to go out of bounds. Just kidding.
That's my favorite. It was
Yeah.
like act like he's going straight to the sideline.
And then try to
It's
tiptoe.
better than what Ben used to do, dude. Ben used to be limping around for like 10 plays in a row and then just take off.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that quote before. Where Kyler, he grew up in Texas, and somebody asked him, were you a Cowboys fan? He said, oh, fuck no, they always ass. I don't know, Andreas. Whenever I feel like it. I ain't felt like playing anything. I don't know one thing I want right now. Hey, Ozzy. Here, y'all can help me so I don't eat more than one or two.
Oh, damn, some donuts?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
All the glazed are gone, but we got like a jelly and the fucking sprinkly ones. Although you're like me now, you don't eat this shit.
I mean, you know.
I eat a little. Now that I've kept the weight off, my
I eat a little. I'm not like as strict on myself as I used to be because I've seen that like I can eat this occasionally and still not gain all the weight instantly back.
Andreas, I'm slacking, huh? For $20, I'll stream Batman. $50, I'll do it for 12 hours.
Madden made Nate Newton a household name.
Nah, bro, what you need to do is get a...
That's what happens when you do 141 Dallas Cowboy games and you were starting in just about half of them.
I already tortured myself enough playing San Andreas Definitive Edition for you guys. What more do you want?
Because they don't get a whole lot of love normally, and John certainly gave it to them. Here is a short kickoff taken on a couple of hops by Clement. And he's brought down near the 24. Let's send it down to Aaron Andrews.
Had a chance to speak with Dak Prescott about John Madden, and he told me this week, you know, I don't think about the game of football without thinking of Coach John Madden. It's spectacular to hear stories from guys that I look up to, like you, Troy Aikman. You see him here in pregame warm-ups with the T-shirt. He said there aren't many heroes in football, but he was definitely one of them. He actually had a chance to speak to Coach Madden. He thinks his second year in the league. Rich Dalrymple, of course.
I should have watched it, but I forgot.
Cowboys put Coach Madden on the phone with him, and he just congratulated him and told him to keep working hard.
I love what he did for the video game in the early days. He was the one who was like, it's got to be 11 on 11, and the plays have to be real. Yeah.
From the 23, Dak Prescott and this offense better figure something out. They have not looked very good so far coming off that big win on Sunday night. Here's Elliott, a little bit of daylight that closed down is coming off the corner. Kevin Peterson made the stop after a gain of 5. Well, the Cowboys do like to use their 2 tight end package, and that time they put both of them to the left side. They're able to block up the edge, and they pick up a nice gain there on first down. They haven't yet taken advantage of some of the looks. You got Kevin Peterson right here, a young player, just hasn't played a lot of football. And when you get those one-on-one looks like they're getting on this play, maybe you can get something out of it. Prescott throws, and the pass for a first down to Cooper. Cowboys in the first half against Washington last Sunday night had 42 points and 389 yards. They've been shut out so far. They've missed a field goal try. They've got just 110 yards on the scoreboard. Well, I do know this, that watching Vance Joseph throughout the week at his weekly press conferences and then in our conversation with him last night, and he's a confident defensive coordinator, and you know it's not just mirrors and smoke screens. I mean, he feels really good about this unit he has. Here's Schultz, another catch. And a nice pickup on first down of 7 as Buda Baker knocks him down. Buda Baker, he closes on that. There's a good look at Vance Joseph, former head coach for the Denver Broncos. He's really done a nice
Remember
job.
The NFL
Here comes Murphy
used to have a
off the
subscription
edge,
service with the hardest hits, and that shit disappeared in like 2009.
Outstanding season he's having. He's able to make a play and make this now second and 3. Couple of Pro Bowlers on this defense. Baker and Chandler Jones. Here's a handoff to Elliott.
Technically, he's correct. It's just going to happen. There's no avoiding it.
We all know that Ezekiel
Concussions go down, but ACL tears have gone up because guys are getting their legs taken out from under them because you can't hit them anywhere else.
He punches, or he packs a heck of a punch when he's running the football and is able to move the pile. Got a lot of respect for this guy and the way that he plays the game.
Andreas, if you sent me 300 right now, I'd turn this game off and stream Batman.
Several weeks ago.
He said he'd do it.
This is the best he's felt in probably 6 weeks. Gets it again.
Oh, wow.
Ezekiel Elliott to the 35. But a flag is down
Aha.
at the 47.
It's coming back.
Holding.
Zeke had a big run, and it's coming back.
Holding. Offense. Number 86.
Dallas is clutch with these holding penalties today.
First down.
That's against Dalton Schultz. That's on Dalton Schultz. I was a little.
Well, you don't
worried
lose
they were
points
going
for
to call
penalties.
Connor Williams, who had a lot of penalties, and it's one of the reasons why they put him on the bench for about 4 weeks. He's back in the lineup, but here's the hold right there that Schultz had on Simmons. That's the third offensive holding call against Dallas in the ballgame.
I don't think they've ever clarified.
Joseph does. He's got him backed up, first down and long, but he's still playing single coverage. Prescott.
Ow.
I think to Cedric Wilson, and a short gain. He gets the 7 yards.
This game is going about how I wanted it to go. Actually, if it was going how I wanted it to go, Arizona would have like 40 right now.
I feel that.
Vance Joseph's a better coach than Mike McCarthy.
Down by 10.
Stand by that.
Bill O'Brien's a better head coach than Mike McCarthy.
Prescott.
Oh.
First down.
Is that 3 consecutive tackles for Simmons?
2 minutes left in half number 1. And the Cowboys.
Hey, I was right before Spider-Man came out, and I saw that shot of just Spider-Man jumping at Sandman, Electro, and Lizard. And I thought they CG'd out Toby and Andrew. Sure enough, when that shot came up in the theater, I was like, yep, they CG'd them out.
Like, let's just be real here. Everybody knew.
Everybody knew.
Once they released that Doc Ock was in it, I was like, there's no way they're going to release that and not have Toby in it.
I remember the Doc Ock thing, they announced that like over a year ago.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, they're doing like they did with Jameson, where it's like the same actor but a different person. I was like, oh, okay, they're having him come back, same actor,
See, I thought
different
when they
person,
released the
character.
picture of him in the movie.
Oh,
though,
yeah. Then
and,
it,
like, you could see it was the same. I
Yeah.
was like,
and then they're like, Jamie Foxx is Electro. And I'm like, that's interesting.
yeah.
Like, why the fuck are they doing that?
I hope they do it again. Like, I hope they continue to mess with that stuff. It's so cool.
There's an Easter egg in the credits.
I seen the Venom one. I didn't stay to watch the other one because it's just an ad for their next movie.
If you watch the credits when it gets to Andrew Garfield and it shows half his face in the Spider-Man mask, they do Toby's the same way. Andrew's is only half colored in, and they said, oh, it's because his story's not done yet.
Ooh.
So,
I seen that Tom Holland's wanting to take a break from the characters.
and I'm like, fine.
Yeah.
Amazing Spider-Man 3, Spider-Man 4, whatever you want.
Please give us Spider. Let Sam Raimi come back and do Spider-Man 4.
He's doing Doctor Strange right now.
Yeah.
So,
Which has got me pumped
yeah.
because I don't know much about.
I think Spider-Man 4 is possible now. I wouldn't be surprised.
They've seen how much money they can make off of it.
Yeah. And it's funny, on Marvel's website, they have like a database of all the characters in the MCU and all their appearances. Toby Spider-Man has a spot in it now. And I'm like, that's amazing. Like, Andrew Spider-Man and Toby Spider-Man both have like spots in the database.
My buddy was a big Spider-Man nerd, and he was geeking out on their way home. He's like, I'm so glad that they actually brought attention to the fact that Toby, for some reason, shot webs from
Out of his
arm.
fucking arm, yeah.
Which, growing up, I just thought that's what Spider-Man
Me too. I didn't know that until I was like, oh, wait, they have... Because the first time I played Ultimate Spider-Man, he's like, the first level is, I got to go home and get my web shooters. I was like,
So
what?
what?
I was like, the fuck are you talking about?
Boys a Super Bowl champion and known in the Dallas Cowboys for a lot of things, including a halfback pass.
I tell you, I played
during the
Spider-Man
Ice
3 on
Bowl.
Xbox 360.
Connected with Lance Renzel
I mean,
on a 50-yard
half of that game,
touchdown.
we go, wow, this is really
in
good.
the
I see what they were
fourth
doing. The other half, you're just like, what the fuck is this?
Anybody has
Yeah, for like $30 from a friend of
long in
mine.
this game that
Yeah,
has
that's
more
actually
integrity
a skill, though.
Yeah.
than
You
Dan
ever
Reeves,
study
the kind of guy that
There's
just
about 5 of them in my house right now.
Do you have Spider-Man Web of Shadows?
Haven't played in the Cowboys organization. A lot of
I'll have to
stories.
check.
Let's say, I can't find that game anywhere.
Is it that one
Mike
that's kind of
Ditka.
expensive?
Yeah, it's rare now for some reason.
And all their shenanigans. Yeah, he was tough too. Great competitor. One of the all-time great competitors in this NFL.
Oh!
There is
Did it?
Yes! They finally came down with one.
Flag.
It was tipped.
As Buda Baker comes down.
I don't care what the flag is. It was tipped.
Amari Cooper was grabbed.
It's tipped.
Antonio Hamilton
Or was it before the ball was
start,
thrown?
Got his hands on Cooper before the ball got there. It was interesting when that flag came out. It was awfully late.
Defense, number 33.
The ball was tipped.
Places foul, the foul. Automatic. First down.
It's Antonio Hamilton.
Well.
Yeah, that's a good call. The flag did come out late, and maybe he just couldn't get a hold of it. But definitely got his right arm in there, the turn, and
I guess so.
Antonio Hamilton, another one of those guys like Kevin Peterson. He had to play a lot against Indianapolis.
I was just about to say
He gives everything he has. He doesn't lack confidence. But they caught him on that play. Making his third start of the year.
Another batted ball.
In this first half, Buda Baker, who is all over the place, came up and knocked that one away, 2nd and 10. He is everywhere. If you like football, you like Buda Baker. I mean, it's just almost impossible to watch the Cardinals play and not see him
smoking crack.
do all the things that he's able to do. He gives Vance Joseph.
That's like when I read, when I listened to Duff McKagan's audiobook. So people like, why didn't we ever like confront Axel? We were smoking crack. What could we say? He was dead. He was like, yeah, we were smoking crack. Axel's being a dick, but he's sober. We're the problem. We're smoking crack.
Fair enough.
And now Baker bails out of there. On 2nd down, Prescott throws low and incomplete for Lamb.
3rd and 10. And a flag comes in late.
As Hicks was in coverage.
Boo.
Pass interference. Defense number 58.
Lame.
Place is calling the foul. Automatic. First down.
So a couple of pass interference calls against Arizona sets up the Cowboys here.
Right there.
Good position.
Yeah, they're 58. Not a whole lot there. I don't
know about that one. That's
Mike McCarthy with his fucking Cheesecake Factory menu.
Make it in the Wild West, I'll tell you that.
Oh! How many tip passes are they not going to intercept?
Couldn't haul it in. And Prescott missed a wide open receiver there.
Well, that's some of what we saw prior to last week.
No, he played good against Washington and Atlanta.
And he turns around and he's right in front. He's not that far away from Prescott.
Yeah. I don't know, a slump, I just wasn't playing well. Yeah, that's what a slump is. That's what he said, he's like, I was having a slump, I just wasn't playing my best.
Very easily could have been intercepted.
Another tip pass. How many tip passes are there in this game?
Great job by Byron Murphy. Now he's upset with himself. You can see him talking to himself that maybe he could have snagged it.
It seems that way.
But he knows he can't get there, and he just jumps up. He stops. There he goes. And he makes a play, and he goes up one-handed. I think that's what he's saying to himself. Maybe if he goes up with both hands. that would have been the ultimate Judds catch right there. 4 batted balls against Prescott by this Arizona defense. 3rd down. This is what I talked about. This is where Dallas has had problems.
Offsides.
Looks like a right play. End zone shot and incomplete. Buda Baker came across early.
Offside. Defense number 3. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
I didn't see that Amari Cooper was complaining, but
You want to go to Martinsville for the weekend early? This time your junior's going to the Xfinity race.
Coverage, but he never really turned to play the ball. I thought they might have been able to get him.
It's like as far from here as like
Darwin. He's just kind of
Yeah,
riding him a little bit. I think Amari Cooper could have sold that a little bit more and gotten a penalty out of him. Yeah, there could have been 2 calls against Arizona on that play. That would have been a bigger one, obviously. Now 3rd down and 5. 3 penalties on the Cardinals.
Hell, mile and a half might be fun again now. The way that Kurt Busch and Brad Keselowski were talking. It's a wobbler. He pushed off. Touchdown, Cowboys. And Gallup's hurt really bad, I think. He extended the arm. Throw the flag.
And Gallup is injured on the touchdown catch. He's closing that left knee. Here it is, Kevin Peterson. They go
Watch this push off at the end of the route. Okay, he didn't extend that. On the other side, it looked like he pushed.
By Prescott. Great adjustment.
Touchdown, Cowboys. And he probably tore something in the process.
He's still over there being looked at.
When there's an injury under 2 minutes and there is a score on the same play, we do not charge the team a timeout.
Makes sense.
Timeout on the field.
But thank you for the clarification.
Look at Michael Gallup on that 3rd and 5. Makes the
I want this played at my funeral.
His 2nd of the year. take
I
a
bet
break.
everybody would just be like, what? But you can't resist.
It's like the end of Joker. You wouldn't get it.
I've heard that that's actually pretty good.
Joker?
No, Ghostbusters.
Oh, Ghostbusters, yeah.
I've heard that it's what the all-female one should have been.
Yeah.
Ghostbusters.
So, like, one of the actresses was complaining that they didn't include their movie in the Ghostbusters box set. It's like, yeah, because nobody fucking wants that piece of shit.
Yeah.
So, of course, it's not going to be in the box set.
Oh, dude, did you watch the final part of episode 200 of Angry Video Game Nerd?
No.
I think he's done.
Really? Makes sense.
I don't know, but just the vibe that they give off. Because episode 200's got a lot of, like, montages in there, too. Like,
He doesn't have the time to do it anymore.
he really doesn't.
And the videos have sucked because they're not doing much. Like,
He doesn't write them anymore.
No.
Like, honestly, I kind of stopped watching a long-ass time ago.
Yeah.
But I still check back in every now and again. Or watch some of the old ones.
Yeah. The Spider-Man one's always funny. Can't believe it. They made a fucking game about me and it's fucking shit. This game fucking sucks my spider balls. At first it's like, no, this game can't suck. It's a Spider-Man. Well, I'm sorry, Spider-Man, but it does suck. The fuck are you doing on my ceiling, Spider-Man? Tell you about how Sebastian Bach never even made it on the Kiss cruise.
Oh, really?
He was supposed to be there.
Was he too annoying to get let on?
His band was there, and then we come to find we were told on the second day. And I said this after like a day and a half. I said I have not seen Sebastian. It's like I would have seen Sebastian. He's fucking tall. I was like I haven't seen Sebastian anywhere. Oh, he's not here. It's like, well, what happened? Nobody will say what happened.
Really?
Nobody. There was, oh, he forgot his passport. My friend Mark, who's buddies with Eric Singer, I was like, Mark, what happened with Sebastian? He was like, I can't tell you. I was like, what the fuck happened? What did he do? It's like, he's just not here. I can't tell you why, though.
Damn.
But now he gets looked at in the 10th.
I've been digging. I'm like, why the fuck wasn't he there? Because if it's something they don't want us to know about, then it's something I want to know about.
Yeah.
Craig Gass came over the PA doing a Sebastian. He can do a Sebastian. Hey, everybody, it's Sebastian Bach, man.
Three-point game with a minute 25 left. We check in with Kurt Menefee in Los Angeles.
But dude.
What's your New Year's resolution?
Well, I'm going to read more.
Eric Singer was funny. He said he was like I was standing next to Gene, and Craig Gass came over doing the announcements as Gene, and Gene stopped and was like, "Is that me?"
We'll see him on the Verizon half.
Hello, everyone. This is Gene Simmons from Kiss.
Kiss.
That's Kurt's book, by the way. Terry
I found
his
the greatest
coaches
TV
is
show
Kyler
ever made.
Murray.
Back in 06,
With
I
3 timeouts, is going to get a shot at doing something about what is now a 3-point game.
Together, and they swap races.
That's some penalties there on that drive by Arizona. Kept the drive going.
Wow.
To see what it's like.
Give Dallas another opportunity, and they capitalize on it. There's Michael Gallup, and I really like him.
Theme song's a bop,
Good young receiver. And
What a waste of original music if the show didn't last.
This year has been they've had to rely on a lot of different players because they have dealt with some injuries and guys missing significant time. You mentioned Gallup missing 7 games, and so that meant Cedric Wilson. You know, he had to play a little bit more. And
Chiefs scored on one today, but it got called back.
Earlier in the year.
They could have used that at the end of the game.
Great dividends when you start losing more players like potentially they just did with Gallup. Cowboys coming off that 11-play drive to make it a 3-point game. The NFL's Inspire Change initiative focuses on reducing barriers to opportunity and creating progress in education, economic advancement, community and police relations.
Yeah, do like Skip Bayless, get rid of kicking altogether.
Text NFLIC to 635.
Then Tom Brady would be missing like half his Super Bowl rings if he got rid of kicking altogether. They wouldn't have beat Carolina. They wouldn't have beat the Rams the first time.
As Murray sets up the screen for Edmonds. Van Der Esch forces him out. Cowboys have only allowed 3 points in the last 2 minutes of the first half. That is the best mark in the NFL. 2nd and 7. Good word from down on the field that Michael Gallup has been ruled out for the rest of the game. That left knee injury. On second down, Murray throws, pass is caught short of first down yardage by Zach Ertz. No tight end has more catches against the Dallas Cowboys than Zach Ertz. This becomes a big third down right
Makes
here.
sense.
Arizona, they're still playing the hurry up, but if they don't convert, they'll give the ball back to Dallas with a chance.
Ooh.
They do convert. Edmonds with a
Timeout.
Timeout taken by Cliff Kingsbury, his first. Yeah, see if they pick it up first, and they are able to do that. He immediately calls the timeout. And this is an opportunity for Arizona if they are able to get down and come away with any points before the end of this half. They do get the ball to start the third quarter. So they can double up on them. Still plenty of time with 51 seconds and 2 timeouts remaining. Last time Arizona had the ball, they went 15 plays, 91 yards in basically 8.5 minutes. They converted a fake punt and scored a touchdown on 4th and goal. Cowboys answered. On first down.
Zach Ertz. Yeah, that's what he should have done.
Yeah, I don't like that decision by Ertz after he caught the ball. He could have caught it and just kept on running and gotten out of bounds and stopped the clock. Instead, he tries to cut it upfield, doesn't really get any more out of it. A lot of valuable time coming off the clock. Murray completes the curve.
There you go. That's how you get out of bounds.
Momentum carries him out of bounds with an Arizona first down. Yeah, Matt Prater, their field goal kicker, he's got a big leg. He kicked a 62-yarder earlier in the season. And with this being an indoor stadium, I mean, they don't need much.
Watched the last 2 matches, so I don't really know. Liv Morgan and Becky.
Prater's got his hold.
Yeah, I heard that was good, but I'm not surprised.
And the main event was really good. It was a lot of fun, although this is really having Brock win the belt.
I love when something like that happens. I'm like, I'm glad I'm not watching.
I'm glad I watched. I'm telling you, AEW don't
for his career long, which is 64 yards. And they are inside.
Timeout.
And they will use their second timeout with the first down.
Prater missed those kicks against Indianapolis last week, so this ain't exactly automatic.
Picks up 5. Here's the voice of WWE on Fox, Michael Cole.
I wish it was Pat.
I heard Pat's really good.
I like Pat. He's really entertaining. My favorite thing he does is
When he dances during Nakamura's music. Yeah. I wonder how he deals with Vince screaming in his ear.
Matt Prater, number 5, has the most field goals in NFL history of 50 or more yards.
He almost squared up on Michael Cole that one time.
Yeah. I would think they'd want to take one shot. Christian Kirk has become kind of their big play guy. He's the one who can get down the field. I think they'd want to try to get one big play and not just resign themselves to coming away with 3. Here's a shot to Brady.
Oh!
Right hand incomplete, working against Diggs. I don't know about that. It looked like a well-thrown ball.
Who was that ref that got to do Sean and Taker at Mania 25 because Sean requested it and the other refs got all mad, buddying up to them?
Was it Charles Robinson?
Well, Charles Robinson was one of the refs that got mad at him because he wanted to do that match. It was another ref. Oh, you buddying up to the boy. You think you're one of the boys, huh? You think you're one of the boys. Then he got fired for wearing a Kiss shirt. John Laurinaitis wanted him in a suit.
Now 3rd down and 5, 17 seconds left in one timeout.
Offsides.
Across early, and flags are thrown.
Free first down. Yes.
Murray was hoping he could have a free play, but yeah, they got Marcus Lawrence.
You buddy, you think you're one of the boys, huh? Your buddies with Jericho and Shawn Michaels and Undertaker? Yeah, you think you're one of the boys.
That'll bring the ball inside.
You should let Charles have that match. You should let Charles have that match. He's like, Shawn and Taker want me. Tell it to them. Tell it to Shawn and Taker.
Off about that to me as well. Rodney Hudson, the center, there seemed to be some movement. That's what
Mike McCarthy's like, what the fuck does offsides mean?
But I think it's just the way that maybe the Third down and less than 1. And hand off for the first down.
Timeout.
As Edmonds picks it up.
Now I might take a shot to the end zone and kick the field goal.
Arizona, their final one. Digizua made that tackle.
Yeah, now by using that last timeout, it's all on Kyler Murray now. I mean, he has to be smart about it, as does everyone else, if the ball's completed. But it has to be completed and out of bounds. It's nice when you have a kicker like Matt Prater that you have confidence in, even though he, like we talked about against Indianapolis, he missed a couple in that ball game. But as far as having the leg, you don't have to be quite as aggressive.
Be a 53-yard try from this spot. Horizon halftime has come up.
Excuse me.
No timeouts.
It's been the longest first half ever. Look out. Throw it away.
Throws it away.
Now kick your fucking field goal.
Seconds to go, and the field goal unit comes on for Arizona. We'll see that 53-yard drive.
Yeah, that drive was as good, really, as Arizona could have hoped for. To be able to use those timeouts, move the football, and now whether or not Prater can put it through the uprights.
I hope my fan's not blowing in the mic. If it is, I'm sorry. It's hot in here.
Talk about that operation between the long snapper, holder, and kicker. And get Andy Lee back.
It's 31-7.
Punter and the holder for Prater, which makes a big difference.
Timeout, Dallas. Waste our time.
Away from 50 plus 6 for 9 on the year.
Bitch about the kicker taking a free kick when they get iced.
74% from 50 plus is Matt Prater.
Well, you mentioned it earlier in this game, Joe. We knew this was going to be a ball game, or at least expected it to be.
It certainly is a ball game.
The Cardinals are playing without. But Dallas, as well as they have played, like you said, against the Saints. Look at the division against the Washington team and the opponents that they have played, the Giants. This is the best team that they've faced in over a month.
Oh, you mean since they single-handedly took on Kyle Pitts?
Money.
13-7 at halftime.
Prater putting it through the uprights, lead by 6 at the half.
That's not enough. It's never enough.
Well, guys, I'm not head
Prater 2 for
well,
2.
Fuck you too.
Zerline 0 for 1 for Dallas.
Yeah.
First and stats brought to you by State Farm.
And AEW is Saturday.
You look at the two quarterbacks.
If I get super bored, when I
You
get
look at the
home, I'm not
scoreboard.
talking to scream and talk some trash to you guys or something.
13-7.
Do it.
I'll see you later.
Of course, have a good one, guys.
Yeah.
We've seen some impressive catches in this ball game already. Should be a fun second half.
I swear,
Here in week
yesterday, the last two
17,
people that I was waiting on
and
to
the
see it
guys coming
saw
up
it. So I was
in
like, okay, I can talk
Los
about it now, and I forgot you were
Horizon
sitting right
halftime show,
Yeah.
which starts right now.
Yes, Tobey
I
Maguire
will
and Andrew
probably,
Garfield in the movie.
it's probably going to take me another 6 months to get around to watching it.
Tobey
By the time I
Maguire's
watch
in
it,
it.
I'm going to be like, all right, I can watch it. And I'm going to be like, damn, this movie's been out 6 months already.
It's still great, but like Cameron said, we knew they were in it, even though they wouldn't admit it.
Yeah.
Andrew Garfield's hilarious, dude. There was a video that came out of him on the set, and some people are like, oh, that's just old footage from the Amazing Spider-Man movies. No, it was new footage. Because then when I saw the movie, the exact moment that was in that leaked video of him on the set was in the movie. And I was like, see, it was real. I knew it was real. Halftime.
Quarterback for San
What a game we got right here.
The Texans and the Niners.
Quarterback finds Brandon Cooks on an 8.
Yeah, the Buccaneers told Antonio Brown he could find his own damn way home. Said he wasn't allowed on the plane.
The Lions. Carolina also leads the Saints by 1. Earlier today, the Rams.
Oh, how did the Buccaneers pull off a win against the juggernaut Jets? See, I could have used that fucking 400 yards against the Jets.
Indianapolis, Philadelphia keeps on winning. Buffalo requests a playoff spot. Cincinnati.
Falcons get 4 takeaways and lose by 2 scores. Yeah, either way.
grabbed the playoff spot, and Chicago took care of the Giants.
That's why Matt Nagy's going to keep his job. The fucking Bears won big today.
The playoffs are getting a little clearer. 4 teams grab playoff spots.
Patriots are clinched for the playoffs, so are the Bills. Washington and Atlanta are eliminated. The Bengals won the AFC North. The Titans win the South and move to the 1 seed. A lot happened. If that gets too much, you can turn it
Buda
off.
Baker has been an incredible leader out there on the football field for the Cardinals.
The Carolina Cardinals?
The Cardinals of the CNA and everything else. But here, he just breaks on
How
the ball.
many
He
batted
breaks
passes?
that read. On this play here, he beats Dallas running back Tony Pollard for the sack.
I mean, Mike Pollard.
And on this, you realize you're not going to get there by
Mike
the time
Pollard.
you throw it, go up, deflect the ball. Maybe the ball goes up, someone catches it, maybe you catch it. But a lot of times when you're blitzing, and a guy like Buda Baker understands, when you're blitzing, the blitzer, you don't run in there and think, I'm a distraction for somebody else to make a play. You always think you're going to make the play, and that's the way he plays, and that's what he's doing right now. Make a lot of plays.
When we continue,
I'm trying to scroll Twitter.
Some of you others will get local news. If you haven't seen what happened to Antonio Brown, you got to stick around for that. So far, it's been the...
They beat the Rams already.
They ain't going to beat the Rams. I don't think so. I think the Rams will pull it together.
Skip, it's just starting to feel like it's Arizona's day. You said that about the Jets earlier. It's just their day. Tom Brady says we all care about Antonio Brown deeply. We hope he gets the help he needs. He deserves compassion. Nah, bro, he deserves to be like banned from the NFL for life.
I would not argue with that one bit.
Skip's bragging about the Bengals beating the Chiefs because he says he won some Diet Dew from Shannon. What a huge, in all caps, what a huge comeback win this was for Brady to send a message. We can do this without AB. It was the fucking Jets. Come on.
I do love how Antonio Brown leads and they come back.
The Falcons beat the Jets. Give me a break. Stop this foolishness. Well, Antonio Brown is wild. He will be missed, but not for any good reasons. Bless you guys that are still hanging in there with me on the stream. It was mostly just us talking about anything but the game.
Dang, Penny has 144 rushing yards at halftime.
I'm sad I ate my Burger King too fast. Got to get up at halftime and do jumping jacks. And these cars are a pain in the ass. I ain't got nowhere to put the motherfuckers. It's just a daily reminder of money I spent. That's all it is. How many fantasy points does Penny have? Yeah.
$27.8 at halftime. He's 16 carries, 144 yards.
27.8 at halftime.
Kansas City's running back had 26 tonight. Eagles running back had 25. Some guy named R. Stevenson for the Patriots had 23.
Patriots had 2 running backs get like 20. Because I had Harris and he was on my fucking bench. There's my remote.
3 interception game last week against the Vikings and 2 touchdown passes. Gets started in this game with 2 interceptions, but then comes back and finds
Skip's gonna be mad. Odell caught the game winner.
Out route 20-19. Rams missed the 2-point conversion, and that's the way it ends. Rams
AB's meltdown.
here. Antonio Brown takes off his pads, leaves the field in the middle of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, after the game, Bruce Arians said he's no longer a member of the Bucs.
23 seconds left in the game, but
he got his ring.
Look at the pass protection. Plenty of time for Tom Brady to find.
How, Jets? How?
Touchdown. Whoa, Tampa Bay. 28.
How does that happen?
On top of the New York Jets. Great game by the Jets.
He almost said New Jersey Jets, but that's where they play. Oh, Harris didn't even play in the second half, and he had like 20 points. Wow.
Hall of Fame broadcast.
Still would have been more than Patterson got me.
Renfro back in the end zone, 11-yard touchdown. Vegas 20, Raiders 20, Indianapolis 17, and then Daniel Carlson 33-yard field.
The Raiders have a winning record.
Las Vegas
9-7.
23-20 over the Indianapolis.
You know, whatever playoff game the Raiders get, it's going to be a wild one. Unless they play Kansas City, then they'll just lose by 40 like they always do.
Rookie out of LSU, over 200 yards receiving, 69-yard
Jamar Chase.
28-24, Kansas City. Chase had 266 yards and 3 touchdowns with 2 seconds left in the game.
Bengals win 34-31.
The 20-yard field goal, 34.
Improbable.
Cincinnati over
the chaotic AFC North is over. The Bengals won it.
The red hot Miami Dolphins.
Was there a division more chaotic than the AFC North this year?
Wide open. That's an Anthony Bursker. 15-yard touchdown, 34-3. Tennessee takes care of Miami.
Second half of your game.
Good recap, Terry. He didn't fumble over his words once. Usually not the case. Yeah, I'm permanently banned from Busted, but I found another 5M server with some other fun game modes. They were actually originally the server I was going to get on when I discovered Busted. Then I just started playing Busted. Well, no more of that. I can't get in touch with anybody to get unbanned. And I literally got banned for nothing, dude. Like, I swear to God. Nothing.
Did you figure out if it's just your IP or your user?
I don't know. I haven't tried to make a new account. Antonio Brown actually got spotted looking for an Uber. Because I told you the Bucs said, you ain't getting on this plane. Imagine being the Uber guy that picks up AB.
After that.
Why do I feel like the fan's blowing the mic? It kinda is, isn't it? I'll turn it off in a minute.
Miami and Kansas City really fucked the AFC playoffs.
I saw Miami's coming, though. But Kansas City, I didn't see coming. I thought Kansas City would win that game. But that's why we play the game. Mike Tomlin tolerating Antonio Brown for 9 seasons is one of the greatest coaching achievements in NFL history. See, Mike Evans was trying to calm Antonio down and get him to stay. But AB was like, nah. I'm watching a video right now. Well, that's a new low from throwing Gatorades around on the sideline with Pittsburgh a couple of years ago. I was on the Kiss Cruise during that game. I watched that show. I was sitting outside. I was like, the fuck is going on over there? And I see AB flinging Gatorade coolers and shit around. I'm like, calm down, bro. What the fuck?
They sure don't look.
And we didn't have sound on, so we're at the bar. There's no sound on. I'm like, I'd love to hear what he's saying right now.
Offensive team in football with the edge rushers they're without, and then of course the depleted secondary, and he's just done a terrific job of mixing.
It's 13-7 Arizona to start the second half.
Dak Prescott's gotten a real good feel yet.
I'm going to turn my fan off now. I think I got it cooled off.
You know, as far as the chess match between coordinators, Vance Joseph has a leg up.
It got really hot in here.
In that first half.
So a fake punt is the difference in the game. Could be worse if Arizona could come down with one of these 35 tip passes they've had.
Thanks to that 53-yard field goal knocked through by Matt Prater. Right, we'll start at the 25, and we will take you down to Aaron Andrews.
And talking to Dallas head coach Mike McCarthy coming out of the half, he said there was some discussion, as you would expect, about Arizona's defense and the 4 batted balls and some of those getting away from Dak Prescott here in the first half. And other than that, he said the other thing that's on his mind with this offense, those penalties, 3 of them coming on the offensive line. 6 total. Of course, Dallas.
Aaron Andrews, you want to go to Martinsville? She was at Daytona once.
Our focus in the second half will be stops, takeaways, and open field tackling.
Yeah, Dallas defense that leads the league with their 33 takeaways.
13-7. Arizona's got the ball. Nobody there. He throws it in the dirt. And there is a flag.
A flag on the play.
I turned my fan off and it immediately got hot again, but I'll suffer for your benefit.
Ineligible player illegally downfield.
Ineligible downfield. What about against Washington when the Cowboys had an offensive lineman like 15 yards down the field, no flag, and then the next play they score a touchdown? Wouldn't have made a difference in that game, but still, it was early in the game.
And Kyler Murray ended up just throwing the ball.
I'm really glad I didn't stream that game or the Miami-New Orleans game. Dodged a couple of bullets there.
Scott Novak said 10-yard penalty. Backs it up to the 20, just a 5-yard penalty, 1st and 15.
Run for 1, 2nd and 14. They're off to a good start.
Well, Joe, for as well as the Cardinals played, Cliff Kingsbury won't be too pleased with the way this half just started. A point of emphasis during half, the penalties, he said, which we have to clean up because we're competing so hard defensively. Pleased with those batted balls. You heard Aaron Andrews talk about it. And on the offense, need to get back to establishing the run game and being effective that way. He said we are going to play aggressively, and that's how we're going to coach, to echo the point that Troy made earlier. We'll see if that keeps up here in the second half, guys.
Second and 14, Murray throws, pass caught.
Third and 8. Yippee. A real thrilling start to this half.
Just killer. All up on Tom Rinaldi, and that's why they are now 3rd and long. And this becomes, I think, right now in this point in the ballgame, a pretty significant play. If Arizona, after going down and coming away with 3 points to end the first half, is able to do anything on this drive, I mean, that's really setting the tone to start this 3rd quarter. So Dallas here with 3rd and long needs to come up with a big play.
Murray.
He throws it short. That's all he had. Oh, Wilson missed the tackle. First down, Arizona.
Picks up the first down as he went around Donovan Wilson.
A little shimmy by Edmonds.
They get 9. Yeah, you know, they got everybody covered down the field, and they drop it underneath. And
That's on Wilson. You got to make that tackle.
It's just one-on-one and open field tackling, and can you make the play? And Edmonds is able to make the miss. 3rd and 9, and then they keep the drive alive, and here they go. And so we'll see how this drive ends. But oftentimes, that first 3rd down is the hardest one to get on any drive. Here's Edmonds.
I thought Edmonds was going to stop and throw there for a second, but he gets tackled.
By Micah Parsons.
Loss of 3.
There's been a few times in this game there's been some places for Edmonds to run the football, but for the most part, it's looked like it's looked for the last several weeks. That there's just not much movement up front. They tried running it on 1st and long just a minute ago, and there was nowhere for Edmonds to run. And they tried then there. Yeah, I know they want to try to, and you have to, because you cannot get into a situation where you're just trying to throw the football because of the inability to run it. Fortunately for them, the score is what it is, that they don't have to get away from it. Murray keeps.
All day. He goes deep. He's got Kirk wide open to the Dallas 23. Yes.
43 yards.
Arizona's getting back on track.
Covered by Jordan Lewis. Yeah, just a really good route. You see as he goes to the corner, he's not in bad position initially, but once Kirk then starts to take it more vertically up the field, that's what creates the separation. And it's the throw by Murray that gets him then heading back up the field and is able to get the distance. Just a perfectly thrown pass. Great execution by those two. 43 yards, longest play of the ball game. 42-yarder earlier to A.J. Green, now 43 to Kirk.
Looking to buy time again. So, you caught that? You should have dropped that one. That's a big loss. That's a loss of 7. Why would you try to catch that?
First year he has had, and we've talked about it when we've done Cowboys games. Cowboys were in the market for another corner, and they thought they would be able to get one at their pick. Instead, they were both off the board. They get Micah Parsons, and when it's all said and done,
the Cowboys wanted Patrick Surtain. Denver stolen. Screen to Kirk. Still about 3rd and 10.
Jordan Lewis and others. Gain of 6. Another 3rd down coming up. Yeah, I would imagine if you were to do the draft all over again, Parsons is going to 1.
Yeah, he would he'd definitely go higher than he did. He's been sensational.
Gotta get a headache. Too much talking. Randy Gregory jumped in the neutral zone. Man, throw it deep. You had a free play.
Randy Gregory came across early. And that'll be 5 free yards and
3rd and 7 instead of 3rd and 12.
3rd down.
Offside. Defense number 94 in the neutral zone at the snap. 5-yard penalty.
He's trying to time this thing up and just gets going forward a little bit too much. Now, we have also seen Rodney Hudson, the center. They do a nice job. It's a lot different. These teams on the road are able to handle the crowd noise and mix up cadence much better than what we once did back years ago. And Rodney Hudson, the veteran that he is, he's done some pretty good things up front to throw Dallas a little off with that pass rush.
Kyler goes for it to, whoa, touchdown. What a catch. Wesley in the end zone again.
Wesley. And the Cardinals add to their lead.
Yeah, that was crazy.
What a throw, what a catch. Yeah, and he's got the size advantage that I talked about in that.
It's on that bum Anthony Brown.
Make a play. Now, Antoine Wesley, as I mentioned, he's had to play more.
Who needs Rondale Moore when you got Antoine Wesley?
He has a history with head coach Cliff Kingsbury, having played for him at Texas Tech.
And so he's able to run this
Between you and me, I think the
offense
Cowboys are going to
what it
lose
is
this
that they're
game.
doing, and he makes the play up over the top of Anthony
I just have a
Brown.
hunch. I know it's early.
6'4", and Anthony Brown at 5'11". And Kyler Murray gives him a shot.
And they're going to go for 2.
Makes the play. Arizona's going to go for 2.
I'm good with it, but I don't have a good feeling about this.
I don't like 2 at this stage of the game. Murray in trouble.
I told you I didn't have a good feeling about it. It's no good.
Micah Parsons had pressure.
19-7.
Ertz was the target, and it's incomplete. Big receiver, 6'4", 206, Antoine Wesley.
19-7, Arizona. They fail the 2.
Arizona leading by 12.
Yeah, either way, I'd say Arizona's going to cover. Win
Yeah.
or lose. Ain't no way the Cowboys are going to beat them by 10 or more.
That was a stupid spread.
Yeah. People overvalue the Cowboys. Like the first time they show any signs of being good, people want to talk about them like it's 1993 or something.
God, the Seahawks are not letting up. They scored in the first minute. It's 38-7. Good God.
Skip said it's time for the Dallas D to save this game, and then they gave up a touchdown. But hey, they stopped them on the 2-point conversion.
Oh, of course, Detroit started with the ball. The quarterback fumbled, picked it up, threw it, and it was intercepted. And then Seattle scored on the first one.
Yeah, I see the Eagles fans at FedEx Field trying to high-five Jalen Hurts, and the guardrail broke. And he was like hugging him and helping him up. That's a good way to catch COVID just before the playoffs. He'd be back in time. Although they're not in yet.
And they got to play Dallas next week.
The discontent of Giants fans. Why does that make me happy? Oh, yeah, because of one bitch I know on Facebook.
Now 0 for 3. The Cardinals going for 2 this season. It's a 12-point game. The Cowboys about to get it for the first time in this second half.
Yeah, Kingsbury, he was pretty upset after that 2-point try, and not sure.
Now somebody go check
happened,
Antonio
but
Brown into a
exactly
psychiatric hospital or
who
something.
didn't do what, but the execution wasn't there. Really no opportunity whatsoever. But to be going for 2, the game has changed.
I didn't get going for 2 here. I don't mind it, but
I just think that this early
I wasn't
in the game,
confident when they
second
lined up that they were
half,
going to get
take
that,
the
and then they
points
didn't.
And then you move on. And then as you get into the fourth quarter, as the game starts to unwind, then you make the determination whether or not you ultimately are going to need 2 points and how that might shape up. But they might very well, as usually is the case, you're chasing that 1 point the rest of the game.
That's fucking
Return by
shit.
Clemens. Full head of steam. He can't get up to the 25. Well, first of all, it's weird to say this. Week 18 for the first time is next week. There's a 17.
I'm not going to be able to stream Saturday. I'm going to AEW. I'm going to record both of those games, though, and probably watch them, depending on what they are. Figure one of them will be a big game.
ABC on Saturday, CBS and Fox.
This is kind of like Christmas for broadcast teams. You know, you wait till now week 17, and then the NFL assigns you your game.
Oh, Dak got stripped by Chandler Jones, and he picked it back up, and he flipped it forward to Schultz, who fumbles. And then Zach Martin recovers it. So it goes for a gain of 2. He got stripped, he picked it up, he threw it, Schultz fumbled, and then Zach Martin recovered it. Gain of 2.
And the Cowboys are fortunate. You're not kidding.
How many balls have been hit by Cardinals defenders today?
That was a hot potato.
There's a lot going on that play.
Chandler Jones, though, I mentioned it early in this ball game, needs to be a factor. And he's made some nice plays. He does there. Cardinals unable to
After
capitalize.
discussion, that second pass, incomplete. Second down.
Okay.
So they're going to say the second pass. It was Zaven Collins, the rookie, who forced it out
Please set the game
when it
clock
was
to 9 minutes.
eventually flipped to Dalton Schultz.
How about Dak, though, being able to scoop
Right
that
there.
thing up?
And they're going to call that incomplete to bring up 2nd and 10. Prescott throws.
Overthrows Cooper.
As he misses Amari Cooper, and I know
3rd and 10.
Dak is tired of hearing the word slump and tired of answering
Slump, slump,
questions
slump,
about
slump,
what's
slump.
wrong with this offense. But you take out that Sunday night game against the Washington football team, and it has not been good for this offense with all these weapons.
No, and that Washington team that they played, they didn't have a lot of players. That wasn't much of a fight that they were up against. We knew that
Finally,
was
somebody
going to be
says
a
it.
much better test, even without some of the players.
Thank you, Troy.
Or without, but he's been a little bit off. There's no doubt.
Now 1 for his last 6.
Cardinals blitz. And they don't get there, and Dak's going to run for a first down.
To get the first down.
And he does.
But a flag is down.
And
back
there's
at
a
the
flag.
19.
Holding.
Yep. Another hold on the Cowboys.
10-yard penalty. 3rd down.
That's Connor Williams, his 3rd game back, starting at left guard, and that's 4 holding calls against this Dallas offensive line.
It is, and I mentioned earlier that Connor Williams, he's right here. Connor Williams had the holding penalties. He led the league in penalties when he was put on the bench, and he had not had a penalty in the 2 games that he started since he got back in the lineup. And
3rd and 20.
that was a costly one, with Prescott able to pick up the first down with his legs.
They got Dak backpedaling again.
Out to his right, looking for somewhere to go. And
Incomplete. It's
along
4th
the
down.
sideline for Schultz.
Yay.
Pressured by Zach Allen.
Yeah, and that impresses me. I will say that with Zach Allen. There was no way he's going to catch Dak Prescott, but by him continuing to hustle, then he's at least able to put pressure on him and force the ball to get out of his hands. You can see they're trying to set it up where they can get Prescott out on the edge. They don't make the block on Allen. But that's a terrific job. And this Cardinals defense, they do fly around and hustle.
High hanging punt and a fair catch called.
They might have to try to make you a Steam account. And a 5M account. And then I think they busted. And I'll see if I get banned again. Because if I get banned again, it's like absurd. We'll have to do that at some point. Because guess what I'll do?
Because you wasn't a donor.
Fuck if I know. I wonder if they'd let you back in if you're like, hey, I'm a donor. Then I have to fucking have 2 Steam accounts. That's a pain in the ass. Make my username something really smart ass. No, I think they just banned me. It'd suck though. I'm gonna have to start over and use all them shitty cars. But you level up quick at the beginning, so. Wouldn't be able to drive the nice cars anymore. You shouldn't be able to get permanently banned, even for something like ramming. That's pretty fucking harsh. Like, if you're being toxic, threatening people, you know, racist or whatever, yeah, ban them. But for ramming, just put them in timeout. Like, it's not the end of the world. I was literally in the middle of a game after playing for like 2 hours. And then my screen changed, and it says, you've been banned. And I was like, oh. And I wasn't even anywhere near anybody when I got banned. So I don't know. It happened sooner than I thought. I honestly thought I could manage it and not get banned that quickly. But there's literally nothing I could do.
Well, welcome back to AT&T Stadium, here and in every venue across the NFL this Sunday. A moment spent in reflection to honor the great John Madden. Having the opportunity to work with the wonderful Joel Santos as co-director on the All Madden documentary, I know for all of us who worked on it, it was a labor of love and a love letter to John. And spending the time that we did with him over the summer, as well as making 38 interview requests and having every single one of those requests come back yes, is sort of been our own journey on the Madden Cruiser through John's life. We're so grateful that we know that he had the opportunity to watch it with his family on Christmas Day. Just meant so much to us. And Joe Buck, who we throw back up to, wrote a beautiful piece in The Athletic paying tribute to John. Just on behalf of all of Fox
Cardinals
Sports,
start at their own 43 with a 12-point lead.
team, John.
Put it away.
Thank you. What a job.
And don't go for two again.
Entire crew to put that together.
Screen to Kirk. Only one guy over there on him, and he turns upfield. First down.
The rookie Kelvin Joseph. A catch and run of 15 yards. Now, if you watch that documentary, you heard a lot of the guys talk about what it meant to be on the All Madden team. And those are two of the trophies that I received making the All Madden team. And they were so spot on in their comments that it went beyond just performance on the field. You didn't make the All Madden team unless you were tough and you played the game the way that John thought it should be played, and a real honor to be selected for those teams.
Kyler's going to keep it on a read option. 2 yards.
Forced out by Curse. And by the way, that sitting next to your Super Bowl MVP trophy. And yeah, he loved you, and so many on our crew. Richie Zients, our producer.
Nobody loved John Madden loved Brett Favre more than anybody.
With John,
he loved him some Brett Favre.
For so many of them, including Eric Shanks, our boss.
Does Caliendo have to retire the Madden impression now?
Cardinals have scored on 4 of their 5 drives today. Began this drive with their best starting field position of the ballgame. Up by 12.
Screen to Ertz. He's got blockers. First down to the 30.
Close to first down.
I kept waiting for a flag. There's been so many flags in this fucking game. You can't get excited about anything. You're too busy waiting for the flag.
They are not. They're going to say he was just short.
Really?
3rd down and 1.
This is an Arizona offense that has scored on 4 of their 5 possessions. I mean, they have gained a lot of confidence in this ball game, as we talked about. What Dallas was able to capture last week against Washington, Arizona is having the same thing happen to them here in this game against this Dallas defense. They have moved the football awfully well.
Murray takes.
Look at Kyler and his little legs go. First down to the Dallas 25. A bootleg on a 3rd and 1.
3rd down conversions for the Arizona.
And 5 straight 3rd downs.
Yeah, this is one of those where you're going to see just everybody crashes down inside, and with his speed, there's not many quarterbacks that can do that. Then you start worrying about Kyler Murray and his ability to run the football, and then it opens up more within the run game, because Dallas defensively has actually done a good job. They gave up one big run to Greg Dortch there in the first quarter, but outside of that, Edmonds has had nowhere to go with the football.
Timeout, Arizona.
Taken by Cliff Kingsbury on the sideline with play clock.
MILF Hunter, Cliff Kingsbury calls timeout.
So their first timeout of the half, and we'll be right back after this from State Farm.
I got to find those results. There was a poll. It was like sexiest coach in the NFL, and it had them ranked. Can you name the bottom 4? Who are the least sexiest coaches in the NFL?
Mike McCarthy.
Yes, he's one of them.
Andy Reid.
Yes.
Bill Belichick.
No.
Huh.
I'm trying to remember the 4. I know 3 of them. I'm trying to remember the 4th. That was like the bottom 4.
Pete Carroll.
No.
Big
Fangio from the Broncos is one of them.
Trying to get a big win here on the road and get to 11.
I think he was down there. Yeah, he was close. Kyler just going to keep it.
First down, makes a couple of
Slides. First down at the Dallas 13.
For Arizona, a carry of 11 yards. Well, they have this called, and you're going to see the job. Watch the defender here, and Murray, as he's going to take it to
Cardinals
the left.
just own this third
and then
quarter.
That right there, when he wins here, Murray takes it, and there's another hole to the other side. And it's just the instinct that he has.
I actually think he was like midway up the list. I was like, how?
How you are able to control that is the dilemma that every defense faces when they play against Arizona.
Sean McVay was the sexiest. Makes sense, I guess. I can't remember the exact order. It was like McVay, Shanahan, Mike Tomlin, Matt LaFleur was up there. You know, the younger guys.
He's carried big number 92 for a 5-yard pickup.
It's like, man, bitches love Mike Tomlin.
Well, I really like Chase Edmonds. And then
yeah, I should get AB back.
And these guys,
have Ben come back one more year and get AB back. Put the band back together.
These guys trying to chase Kyler Murray all over the field. And he looks like he's a little banged up as well as just gassed. You can't rotate defenders fast enough in order to keep them fresh, especially as we wind down this third quarter.
Yeah, Cowboys have no yards this half. Oh, please, Cardinals punch this in. Third and 5.
Carlos Watkins.
Damn it, Carlos.
Really nice play by Watkins. That was Carlos Watkins.
Carlos having a really good year.
By Kyler Murray.
He's having a career year.
But this is going better than Arizona could have hoped. That they are.
Well, they got to get a touchdown here before they can start feeling okay.
And it hasn't been just a whole lot of big plays. They had the one to Christian Kirk, taking time off the clock.
Field goal makes this game still a little too close with a whole quarter left.
3rd down and 5.
Cowboys blitz. Kyler lobs it up, and it's dropped, almost intercepted by Curse. That was a bad decision by Kyler Murray. Kick the fucking field goal. That should have been intercepted by Curse. And then the Cowboys would have been right. Micah Parsons wrecked this play from the very beginning.
And he's just trying to give his guy a chance into the end zone, hoping that Ertz. I don't know if Ertz even.
And they're going to go for it. And the Cowboys are all screaming, timeout, timeout.
They couldn't get guys on the field, and now that's a costly timeout, much like Arizona's was.
I was trying to see if the Cowboys had 12 on the field. Is that why they were panicking?
Well, I think Dallas just assumed that Arizona would go for the field.
I'll be right back.
They had Prater out there, but then set up as if they were going to go for it. Prater and Murray were both on the field at the same time. An interesting approach by Cliff Kingsbury to try and do exactly what happened, which is force Dallas to use a timeout.
Now they're going to kick it. Was that really just a play to get Dallas to panic and call a timeout? Because it worked.
Yeah, I'm with you.
This drive ending in a field goal is really disappointing.
Tom Rinaldi say Kingsbury's going to stay aggressive here in the second half. I could not have imagined him going for it here.
Could you have imagined if they had Prater and Kyler run a play together? What an offensive package that is.
26-yard try by Prater. And 3 more points.
22-7. It's still too close.
Straight scoring drive that could have been derailed by Jaron Curse, but could not.
22-7 Arizona.
The team that leads the NFL in interceptions.
On one hand, they're just lucky that that wasn't intercepted. On the other, they kicked a fucking field goal and it's still close.
is very well aware that there has been some pushback about that. Looking at it again, there may be an option in that testing could be a part of that. Dr. Fauci saying the U.S. is now seeing an average of nearly 400,000 new daily cases. Nationwide, hospitalizations approaching 100,000. In Central Texas, one hospital is seeing an increasing number of children fighting COVID, concerning doctors. Pediatric infectious disease experts are seeing kids that have long-haul COVID symptoms and other issues secondary to COVID.
Yeah, instead of being able to stream Saturday, I'm going to go catch COVID at the AEW show.
To beat Indy and the Bengals, what a win. Kind of a
That new variant of
win
COVID is so
as they
prevalent
got
right now that I'm just assuming that I'm going to catch it. And I'm not even joking. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go catch COVID at AEW.
on the top spot.
Should be okay, though. It's just Omicron.
Of the AFC North.
Remember that if
Win
I'm
for
dead
them.
in a
And,
couple of weeks.
New kids on the block, and then can you defeat the defending champs, in Kansas City, the team that everybody's kind of shooting at, and they were able to do it in spectacular fashion. What a finish. So this is a 15-point ball game. And win, lose, or draw for the Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott. They got to figure something out here on offense, because it has not looked good at all against this depleted Arizona defense. Yeah, it's kind of go time right now. You've got a defense in Dallas that's pretty worn out. You've got some injuries that are starting to accumulate a little bit. That's affecting them, and it seems like that if Dallas needs to get something going offensively right now.
Oh, shit.
Time to take a look at today's insights built with IBM Watson. And the Cowboys off.
Watson would be a better head coach than Mike McCarthy.
First in points per game, first in total yards per game.
Cowboys are so good, they should be like
Back in 71, but so far
13-1.
much against Arizona.
But because Mike McCarthy's their coach, they're not.
2 catches, 18 yards for their top 2 receivers. Here's Elliott tries to cut.
No gain for Elliott. The Cowboys still have 0 yards this half.
Collins, the rookie who gets a chance to play more in this game after seeing his playing time really diminish over the past couple of months. Hasn't played much at all. He's played a handful of snaps here over the last 5 weeks. He had been the middle linebacker, the guy that they were going to have in the starting lineup to begin, and then it just hadn't worked out the way that they would have liked. But he gets a new opportunity tonight.
I hope a lot of people made a lot of money off of this game, because the Cowboys are not going to win by 10.5. And it's dropped by Zeke. Still has 0 yards. Oh, they gave him 1 yard on that last play? Okay, so the Cowboys have a half a yard, I think, this half.
These are the plays that when you're struggling like Dallas is right now in this game, I mean, these are huge. We've seen this throughout the game, whether it's a play like that, when it's a drop, whether it's...
And they got to play the Eagles next week, who are on fire right now.
Where they come again, you can see what they show. They don't all come.
Not on much of a fire, but the Eagles are playing well right now. Much like Dallas against bad teams, though.
Well, Michael Gallup, he was hurt on the touchdown catch in the first half.
And it's incomplete. Looks like it was tipped. Another tipped pass.
And that's a quick 3 and out, and this crowd...
And the crowd is booing.
I think that was tipped the way...
Did somebody tell Dallas the playoffs started early? Is that why they're playing like this? Oh, wait, it's January, so even though it's not playoffs, they're used to playing like this if they play in January.
Drop by Ezekiel Elliott. If he catches that, it's 3rd and 1.
Happy fucking New Year.
And now another punt, and they're putting this defense of theirs in a real bind because they've just not really been able to slow Arizona down at all. They've scored 5 of their 6 drives. Fair catch, hauled in by Kirk. Arizona about
the Chargers are killing Denver. Well, I hope that Herbert's doing it.
The Dallas Cowboys. What a statement being made today by Cliff Kingsbury.
I'm not checking my fantasy game until after this game.
Join Peyton and Eli on ESPN.
See if they've let off of putting it in Detroit or not.
It's always so damn hot in my room.
Well, the Niners are going to win. Up 10 with 4 minutes left. Oh my God, yeah. Justin Herbert passed Phillip Rivers for most passing touchdowns in a season for the team record.
So Herbert's only got 220 yards and 2 touchdowns. Well, that ain't going to help me much. Not that I had any chance at winning anyway. After Tyreek Hill's mediocre performance.
Hey, the Saints are winning.
I said this last week. I don't think you should fire a head coach after year 2. But in Matt Rule's case, I think we can all agree they should make an exception for him. They should fire him. Because it's been bad. Like lose to Atlanta bad. Which is what the Panthers did a few weeks ago. Back to Dallas. The Cardinals are up 22-7.
In the third, and we'll welcome you back inside the broadcast with Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. It's amazing how the narrative changes as fast as it does in this league.
Yeah.
And it will change after this game for these two teams if something doesn't change in a hurry.
Well, you're not kidding, and I think that Vance Joseph and Cliff Kingsbury as well. I mean, they have done a terrific job. And you talk about this Cowboys offense, how good they have been moving the football. Number 1 offense in terms of yardage. And yet here they are held well under 200 yards as we wind down the third quarter in just 7 points. I think Vance Joseph with a secondary with a lot of young players and without a lot of key guys has been outstanding.
I thought that Cowboys offense was ready to explode, Skip. They're going to get payback on the Cardinals for last season. Hey, on the plus side, at least the Cowboys aren't getting as beat as bad as they did the last time they played the Cardinals. Because not yet.
When the ball came, he wasn't really expecting
the day is still young. We got 18 minutes
They
left.
can't really afford to lose him. We already know
Edmonds just limped out of the game, holding his ribs.
Watch this as Edmonds comes around. He's not able to get situated, and then here comes the ball. And I don't know exactly when it might have happened. Maybe when he was, so he maybe pulled something within the ribs.
Cardinals with more than twice as many yards as Dallas in this game.
Could be a quick 3 and out for the Cardinals here. Like I said, 22-7 is not enough of a lead.
Well, this is big. We haven't seen a lot of this.
You got to treat every team like they're the Falcons. No lead is enough.
Have 2 good plays. They get Arizona to 3rd and long. Can one of their playmakers make a play?
The Lions are back in the game with the Seahawks.
Marcus Lawrence.
I mean, they're only down by 2 scores, but there's like 19 minutes left.
They've done it before. They're certainly capable. Cardinals line.
Collar avoids the sack. Doesn't avoid that one. That's brutal. 3 and out.
Randy Gregory was first there, and Armstrong will clean up. Well, Randy Gregory, he's the first guy. He beats Justin Pugh inside, but he's the one who then makes Murray move to his left, and Dorrance Armstrong comes in and finishes him off. It's a great job.
It took 2 guys to bring down Kyler Murray's stumpy ass.
Murray out of the pocket. Flag on the play, and will shut it down with a false start. Another pre-snap penalty for Arizona.
Prior to the ball being snapped, false start, offense.
It is ungodly hot in here.
Half the distance to the ball. 4th down.
We were just talking, Troy, about somebody on this Dallas defense making a play. That's their first sack.
Opening the window, maybe that'll help.
And it's going to back
And it's not as noisy as the fan.
Now with that penalty, back in his end zone to punt it. Yeah, now Lee just has to get this off. I mean, that's the only thing he's focused on. And
Cardinals now have to punt from their own end zone after the sack and the penalty.
Set Dallas up with great field position. This could be the
This is not good. That's as good as you could hope for. And CD's going to get a nice return. Still going near the Arizona 32.
And question is, can Dallas's offense do anything with this outstanding field position in a two-possession game? Well, Arizona offensively, when they got the ball, what they had to be thinking is, we want to put together a drive, yes, get points if possible, but get into the fourth quarter on that possession. Get the game into the fourth quarter. And they weren't able to do it. They go 3 and out, and then with the sack.
Yeah, how's that not a flag on Dallas?
With the penalty, now they set Dallas up with great field position.
That would have at least backed him up to near midfield. Instead, they're at the Arizona 30.
By 38 yards for Dallas.
They can't score from here. They got big.
Yeah. Short field. This is the Tom Brady special.
Prescott has to come underneath Pollard. First down.
First down, a little pass to Pollard.
Really hasn't been much.
Dak just now hit 150 yards.
Despite Arizona being without Marco Wilson, they've been without Robert Alford. Thin in the secondary, but you would never know it. Yeah, you wouldn't know it because even when they've had chances down the field.
And Dak fumbles the snap and gets crushed.
Prescott, and he's just able to get back on it.
A lot of balls bouncing around today, and the Cardinals haven't come down with. Well, they came down with one, but it got called back.
These are plays that you don't get back. So you got first down, and now you're second and long. I mean, it's huge. Just simply executing the exchange between quarterback and center. Loss of 3. But they're one-on-one at the top.
And it hits Pollard in the face, who drops it. Wouldn't have gone for much anyway. It's 3rd and 13.
3rd and 13. Well, I think that Vance Joseph is.
Just put yourself in Cowboys fans' shoes right now and how frustrating this is.
Then he rotates to the middle. And so what initially at the snap, you think, okay, well, I'm going to get a roll corner. That takes that receiver out of the way. It's not a rolled corner. It's a single high safety, and you've got the throws if you want them.
That'd be a good time for a sack and a missed field goal.
Now they're showing single, but they'll go to a roll. I can't imagine they'll go single.
Yeah, they're not blitzing.
Prescott takes off.
And he runs, and they're going to go for this. A yard and a half short of the first. They'll go for it. They can run it down to the end of the quarter if they want.
The center fielder here, you think you have one-on-one, but then he's going to roll back. So now you've got the coverage.
They wound up in the shotgun, 4th and 1. Hey, Ozzie.
4th down try here.
Try to get him to jump before the end of the quarter.
They're not going to snap this.
End of the quarter.
Let the quarter expire.
So at the start of the 4th, it's Arizona 22, Dallas 7. Dallas is going for it on 4th and 1.
Here in Arlington, Texas.
Which is the right decision, because they haven't been able to get anything else going today. And they had a short field. Hey, Oz. Ozzy's just chilling in the window. Skip says Dak's not worth $75 million a year. So far today, he's been worth about $750 an hour. One of my favorite streamers just said, I've become recently hyper aware of how much I sit in a day, so I've decided to try and improve that. One of those ways is by investing in a new standing desk, but I know nothing about, that wouldn't be a bad idea for me. I feel like I sit a lot. Hey, Ozzy. What are you doing? You just gonna stand in front of the TV? Is that what you're gonna do? Big yawn. Big yawn from the big boy. Hey, buddy. Good boy. I know you like it when I have the window open.
Vegas had the Cowboys as a big favorite here at home. They haven't played like it, down by 15, and it's fourth
and one.
Kellen Moore better come up with a beauty. Yeah, this is an offense that has been outstanding on 3rd and 1, 80% conversion rate, not good on 4th and 1, surprisingly. Just 3 of 8 on 4th and 1. And this is, in my opinion, the ball game. I mean, they've got to convert here if they're going to win this game. This Arizona defense that's been
Arizona, I'm begging you, make the stop.
Needing to make a stop here on 4th down and 1.
Because if you don't, you're going to wind up with a close game here in the 4th, and we don't want that. We don't want that. 4th and 1. They go with the quarterback keep. I thought he had it to Zeke. 1st and goal, Dallas at the 6. They're getting bailed out by a bad punt in the short field. If he had handed it to Zeke, that play would have been over, but...
Crashes, and then he goes and gets it.
God, this fucking lamp today is not acting right. Four down territory from here on out. Oh, Schultz can't bring it in. Had a defender on his back anyway.
Force that early throw. Schultz almost able to haul this in. Jalen Thompson is in coverage. Put it out there to give him a shot. Dalton Schultz just one catch since a busy first quarter. Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb just 2 catches between them for 18 yards.
Cooper out near the 2.
Forced out by Kevin Peterson.
3rd and goal.
Inside the 5, they mark him at the 2.
This feels inevitable.
To make the play after the catch was made. Zeke Elliott, just 8 carries in this game. 17 yards. They've done a number on him.
Cardinals blitz. Cardinals blitz. Wide open. Wilson for the touchdown. And I told you this was going to happen when the Cardinals went for 2 and didn't get it and then had to settle for a field goal the next time out.
This route by Cedric Wilson is really good. I mean, he gets Byron Murphy just leaning to his left, and then that opens up to him going across the field.
Now the Cowboys are going to go for 2.
Here. Big 2-point play right here. They had a chance.
Stick it right back to the Cardinals.
It's still 2 possessions.
Delay of game. Delay of game.
Delay of game.
Ha
5-yard penalty.
Touchdown, Saints.
Re-snap the try.
I think now they'll kick the extra point, which I would do.
Yeah, you got to kick the extra point here, Mike, you fucking smart ass.
You kick the extra point, it's a 1-possession game. If you don't, you miss. It's a 2-possession game. You take a lot of pressure off Arizona. That used to be pretty conventional. Anymore, it's a whole different animal what these coaches are deciding to do. Well, Zerline, extra points have been anything but automatic, and the 5-yard penalty gets assessed from the 15. So now this becomes a 38-yard extra point. He's missed 5 extra points this season.
He just made that one. 22-14.
This is It's an 8-point game.
That reminds me of Brad Keselowski won this race. 22-14 Arizona.
Boo.
Oz. What are you doing?
Wonder how bad tonight's game's gonna be.
Viral out here is nothing short but viral. Hey, Bizzle, talk to him, Cheech.
Yeah,
Come
Chargers
on, baby.
Broncos is already over.
This is gonna make my nephew. You know what time it is.
AB's Uber driver took a video with him, and AB was like, "What's up, man?" He's just happy to be seen. Mr. Big Bitch has left the building.
Well, you've got your final for Herbert, Dale.
That's not good.
Justin Herbert, 237 and 2 touchdowns.
It's all over.
I can't tell you what a joy it's been working with you.
Well, I sure enjoyed it. Thank you for everything. And for having to put up with all my goofy things.
Those two were just made for each other on air. Pat Summerall and John Madden tapped as CBS's top announcing team back in 1981.
You know, I saw written in a few different places that maybe the NFL should consider making the All-Pro team the All-Madden team, and I'd certainly vote for that.
Yeah. Pat Summerall's longtime partner.
Ozzy's happy as hell now that I put that shelf back on top of the desk.
Missed a game. Summerall then worked with John Madden in that pairing of the minimalist of John Madden and the way he, or rather Pat Summerall, and the way that John Madden did games, which was larger than life, was just the perfect combination. So good. Zerline kicks it away and
Let it go out of bounds. Oh, it went to the end zone. Never mind. I was about to get excited.
13:49 left in an 8-point game, and more work to do for Kyler Murray in this Cardinals offense.
Yeah, now by kicking the extra point, make it an 8-point game, Arizona definitely knows that they can't afford not to move the football.
You need points.
They can't just rely on their defense.
Of course, Dallas got lucky with a short field, but you need points. Because who knows when the flags are going to start flying again in this game like they did earlier.
Fake toss, fake handoff, throw to the sideline.
Woo! A.J. Green.
Caught by A.J. Green.
That was nice.
First down for Arizona.
Yeah, really.
Why is there a stink bug that came in through my window on my television?
Daniels, the tight end. They're going to get Kyler Murray out on the edge where he can.
The stink bugs they think it's springtime, so they're back.
He pins him into the inside, Micah Parsons, and it allows Murray then to get out on the corner and make that throw. Otherwise, Parsons would have been all over him.
The crowd wants the Cowboys to challenge that catch.
Run for 3.
So Trayvon Diggs, they showed it on the board.
Diggs is like, come on, man, I've given up enough yards this year. Challenge that.
Reacted, but no challenge flag thrown by Mike McCarthy as Benjamin gets 2 on first down.
Yeah, Benjamin, and you sit here and say, okay, well, Chase Edmonds, he left the game, and he's not got back in.
Wouldn't have been worth a challenge. Calm down, Diggs. They already put you in the fucking Pro Bowl.
Parsons chasing down.
Damn, look how fucking fast Micah Parsons is.
It's fun to watch Mike.
He was hawking down Kyler Murray. And you know how fast he is.
Line and then turn on the Jets, and he went after Kyler Murray, and Murray just happy to get rid of it. Well, Micah
Third
Parsons,
down.
I've said this when we've had Cowboys in the past. People don't realize, they know they can run, they just don't know how well they can run. He's as fast as anybody on the field, and it doesn't matter at what position.
That's why the Cowboys trying to drop his ass into coverage for no reason. They're like, oh, he's fast.
Really fast. I don't know if he's going to close on Murray.
He was.
It's third down and 8. Play clock down to 4.
Oh, they broke contain. Murray. I thought when D-Law and Parsons went around him that Murray would run for an easy first, but they had like 3 guys waiting at the middle of the field. And the Cowboys will get the ball right back.
Seemed like that play was rushed quite a bit. You know, they're contending with the play clock, trying to get things settled. The ball snapped. Murray, this is a great job by Donovan Wilson. I mean, in the open field, and he just attacks him. Great job defensively, and right now Dallas riding all the momentum. Just 1 first down the last 2 possessions for Arizona. As Lee hits it, Lamb returns it, goes backward, and he gets slung to the...
Well, at least the Cowboys will have a long field this time.
Good play downfield on special teams for Charles
22-14 with 11:55 to go.
Return of -2 after a 47-yard punt.
I feel like this game is just dragging on.
Agreed.
Ooh, and then we get to watch. Who the fuck is the quarterback for the Vikings? Because I don't even know. They could use a Case Keenum right about now. Of course, if the Browns played Case Keenum tomorrow night, they'd have a chance to win.
Oh, I'm so sick.
What?
You should say my fantasy bench, Dale.
Probably kicking my team's ass.
My bench, DK Metcalf, 31. That St. Brown dude from Detroit, 34. Joe Burrow, 35. Hunter Renfrow, 21.
Hey, tonight after football, it's the premiere of Gordon Ramsay's biggest cooking competition ever. 15 of the best chefs in America in a massive 3-story culinary gauntlet.
Oh, man, I'm pumped for that.
Next Level Chef premiering tonight after the NFL on Fox.
Next Level Chef. Ozzy, don't bother me during Next Level Chef.
The offense in their big 3 with Elliott.
He's happy he's got his shelf back. He loves that.
Cooper's been shut down. And C.D. Lamb is over 1,000 yards for the season. 1 catch.
Why couldn't I be going up against CD this week? At least I didn't have to deal with Jamar Chase.
6 yards rushing from Pollard and Elliott. I mean, it's been all Dak Prescott. Even though they haven't had a lot of success, you'd like to see him try to get the running game going a little bit.
There's C.D. Lamb. Buddha Baker didn't give up. I thought Baker was getting stiff arm. He didn't give up. He pulled him down.
26 yards. And you see Pete, or up at the top, Byron Murphy. I mean, he was beat so bad. I'm pretty sure that was man coverage. They were man everywhere else.
CD was
Murphy
wide open.
is their best corner that's on the field. With the injuries and the COVID and everything else that's going on,
And he's been beat now big time a couple times. One for the touchdown and that play there to start this drive. Longest play of the day for the Cowboys. 26 yards.
It's more yards than they had in the third quarter.
Elliott.
And Chandler Jones brings Zeke down for a loss.
Big play by 55. A loss of 1. Yeah, really great play. I mean, they put a tight end over there to Chandler Jones' side. If they're able to make the block there, there was some room then for Elliott, but Chandler Jones defeats the block by Schultz.
Ooh, Zeke did a good job picking up that blitz. Saved Dak's life. Oh, he fumbled, and the Cardinals have it.
And that's definitely fumble.
Oh, yeah, he fumbled that. Zeke saved Prescott's career.
Prescott was down.
Nope, give it to Arizona and review it.
It's a fumble and a recovery by Arizona.
That ball's out.
That ball's out. It's out, and Isaiah
Duh.
I'm glad it's
like Prescott had to scramble. Isaiah Simmons hits this in the backfield.
Soul-crushing turnover. Now the Cardinals get the short field.
And knocks it out. What a play by the 8th overall pick a year ago, Isaiah Simmons. He forced it out in the first turnover of the game. I mean, watch Elliott. He comes up to make a play. That was a
great block.
Right, but for him to then be able to come back on Prescott, he's the guy who knocks it out. That's a great play by Isaiah Simmons.
Arizona takes over.
He'd be on the All-Madden team for sure.
If this is Thanksgiving, he'd be getting the turducken.
From the 44.
Face mask.
First down and a flag flies, maybe a face mask.
First down, Arizona.
Was bottled up after a pickup of 1, but let's see if there's a face mask here.
There's no flag.
Personal foul. Face mask.
Yay, Cardinals are in field goal range now.
15-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
Just off the top of the helmet of Eno Benjamin by Odigizua. And there's a better look at it. That's a lot better look at it.
Well, that Niners game sounds like it was a thrilling affair, 23-7. About as exciting as that Dolphins-Titans game.
Pretty good catch there by the officials. 10th.
In honor of Michael Irvin, the Cowboys have 88 yards in penalties. And they're all going to do lines after the game.
Edmonds on first down for 2.
Also in honor of Michael Irvin. And then they're going to have the ceremonial stab someone with a pair of scissors in honor of Michael Irvin.
We mentioned how good Arizona has been defensively.
Google it.
Pollard. You take the run from Greg Dortch out of it. They haven't gotten much going on the ground, and Murray's had to kind of do it all.
I made the wrong decision starting Herbert over Collar. But that's always what happens.
All across the board. 2nd and 8, pass for Ertz out of his reach.
Third down.
That stops the clock.
Nothing there.
21 left before 3rd and 8. That was interesting because Trayvon Diggs, he gets beat off the line so bad that as he's trying to find his receiver, he ends up actually being in a position.
He got beat off so bad.
What Murray was trying to do, getting the ball to Ertz. On the outside, you see, there all of a sudden Trayvon Diggs comes into the picture because he got beat off the ball so bad. Cardinals are inside field goal.
He starts to come and then he pulls out.
Murray, quick setup and throw, passes.
Good catch. Kick the field goal and go up by 2 scores.
As Joseph makes that
3rd and 3 at the 21. Kick the field goal, go up by 2 scores.
Touchdowns. And Prater comes on for Arizona. Yeah, those yards, not a first down, of course.
Run the clock all the way down, kick the field goal.
For this field goal, which is huge, to be able to extend it to a 2-possession game.
Hope Kyle Shanahan's paying attention to this somewhere.
3 for 3 in the game is Prater after
this is what we should have done.
Indy last Saturday night. 38-yard try here.
Hey, Ozzy.
6 for 8 in this range this season.
It's good.
Perfect.
25-14 with 8.5 minutes to go.
Game to an 11-point game.
You coming back?
To go in Texas.
Oh, man. And I got to stand up. Hey, Oz. Let me see what's going on in that other game that nobody cares about. The Saints and the Panthers. Oh, wait, I forgot. I'm watching this game on my computer, so I can't flip to another channel. My bad. I forgot. I just plumb forgot. You just won $45 on the Niner? Hell yeah. And you didn't even have to leave the house today. The Cowboys are losing to the Cardinals right now. That's the game I'm watching. $25-14 with 8.5 to go.
What a play by Isaiah Simmons last time Dallas had the ball.
Well, such a great job by Elliott coming up on the blitz pickup and picking him up a little bit, but he just kept hustling, and he goes and he knocks the ball out. And if Arizona wins this game, that is the play of the game. One of the best defensive plays I've seen in a long time.
Skip's going to be like, I hope we play Arizona again in the playoffs. We'll get revenge for not getting revenge for the last time we played them.
Tell you, Vance Joseph mentioned his name a number of times in this game. It's been a
Worth noting, the Cowboys are down by 11 and only have 2 timeouts.
Maybe not this cycle, maybe this cycle.
Vance Joseph ain't going to get no head coaching job. Are you kidding me? The last time he had one, how'd it go? Now, granted, Denver's a shit show, but still. Vance Joseph's a guy that I'll put on the list of, yeah, he can be my coordinator, but not my head coach.
And they've done their job. They've played really well. It's far from over.
Well, after losing to the Rams, Lions, and Colts, this is a pretty good bounce back for the Cardinals.
The Arizona lead stays as is, and Arizona wins this game. Both teams will walk out of here 11-5, and this Cowboys offense that's been dominant at home this season has been shut down.
Fake it to Zeke. Throws a screen to Wilson. He's got to make one guy miss, and he can't. Loss of 1. Clock begins to roll. 8:20 and counting.
Tom Rinaldi on Isaiah Simmons.
Joe, you hear Troy praise Isaiah Simmons. That will sound very familiar to Dabo Sweeney at Clemson, where he played 5 different defensive positions for Clemson and was one of the most versatile players Dabo's ever coached. So to see a play like that, that'll look familiar to people in that conference.
Here's Schultz.
Dalton Schultz for 7.
First down yardage. Here's that play again by the number 8 overall pick in 2020.
I love just when you see players give great hustle and good things happen when you do that. He hit that thing, and like I said, Ezekiel Elliott, who's outstanding in pass protection. He came up, you could hear the collision all the way up here. And Isaiah Simmons just kept playing and made the play of the game.
Three-man rush on a 3rd and 2. Dak's got the time, and he's short of the first down by about a yard.
Yardage as Zach Allen
4th
made that
down. They
tackle.
obviously go for it here.
Well, Dak, it looked like, got a little indecisive on whether or not he was going to run or try to throw it, and that indecision may have been what kept him from picking up the first down. Once he starts to go up into the line of scrimmage, right here, he's a little off balance, and he's not able to get it. So this, I mean, here it is.
4th and 1.
Play clock under 10, a lot of time coming off the clock as well.
And a straight drop back pass. He's got Wilson wide open for the first across the 40.
It's a 3 for 3 on 4th down in this game. 7 yards for first down. Good call there by Kellen Moore. They get Cedric Wilson, and when he does that pivot motion here, you can see Byron Murphy, he's the one in man coverage, and he's just hardly in the picture. Under 6.5 to go.
Screen to Wilson. He's going to throw. It's the old Patriots play. Pollard's wide open up the sideline. Down near the Dallas or the Arizona 26. Good little trick play there.
Passing the football this season.
I was going to say it's the Edelman play.
And they hit him back here. You're going to see Pollard.
Or Amendola. They used to do that shit with him too.
Throw is made.
It's a good thing Wilson wasn't throwing to Tom Brady or he would have dropped it.
Turn him loose. It's all about timing when you call those plays. That was perfect timing by Kellen Moore. 31-yard pickup, the longest play of the game.
Biggest play of the game, 31 yards. CD Lamb wide open down to the 12 and jumps out of bounds.
15-yard line with a first down to the Cowboys. That doesn't take long. CD Lamb, the corner's off.
Too far off, man.
Get him moving, and I've just been surprised that we haven't seen more of this in this game. They haven't really been challenged, these young corners that they have. He's out here again. He's probably going to get a little bit of help. They're singled up at the top.
Comes a blitz from the left side. Wilson's wide open for a gain of 8, down to the 4.
And the Cowboys will get to the line of scrimmage.
Coming up to 5 minutes here. Still got to hurry and get in here. You only got 2 timeouts in 5 minutes.
Running off the clock under 5 to go. Mike McCarthy with 2 timeouts in his pocket, down by 11.
If you get this, you go for 2, I think. Oh, there's nobody to this side of the field. Amari Cooper touchdown, wide open back of the end zone. I thought Dak could have run it in because there was nobody on this side of the field in front of him. But he takes the throw to Amari, touchdown.
And Dallas will go for 2.
And yeah, they'll go for 2 to make it a 3-point game.
The same route they called earlier. Amari Cooper.
That was the John Madden. Boom, 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 boom. They're in.
I mean, he just totally whips. Amari Cooper comes across the back just wide open.
Hope the Cardinals pick it off and run it back for 2 of their own.
Cowboys 5 for 9 and 2-point tries this season.
There they go. Dak rolling to his right. They've got it to Wilson. It's a 3-point game.
3-point game.
25-22 with 4:42 to go. Just like that.
I mentioned it earlier, Cedric Wilson has made some big plays over the course of this season.
Best throw of the drive was fucking Zach Wilson to Tony Pollard.
That really got the whole thing going. The touchdown pass to Amari Cooper is the same route that Cedric Wilson ran earlier for the touchdown on the previous possession. Now they come back to Cedric Wilson. Byron Murphy has had a tough game. And that was a perfectly thrown pass, low and away. And Cedric Wilson, again, comes up with a big play when needed. Wilson on that drive, 3 catches The completion for 31 yards.
Well, Arizona just don't lose by 10 and a half.
Conversion. And this is all after the Cowboys lost Michael Gallup to a knee injury in the first half.
Well, when he was down for those 7 games earlier, it was Cedric Wilson who they needed. And Cedric Wilson did some good things during that stretch. So as I was saying earlier, having to rely on a lot of players on this roster will benefit this team, and it has in this game with Cedric Wilson coming in off the bench and continuing to play at a high level.
6th-round pick from Boise State in 2018.
Got my window open, and I'm still sweating in here.
Big part of this offensive attack for the Dallas Cowboys here today and all year.
25-22 Arizona with 4:42 to go.
Zerline knocks it into the back of the end zone. Week 18 for the first time in the regular season coming up.
Are we going to have a schedule anytime soon?
And the 2 games on Saturday, the doubleheader on ESPN, ABC, Sunday, CBS and Fox. Early and late games, and then Sunday night on NBC, the primetime game, as the league usually tries to find a win and in type scenario for that Sunday night game, and it's all to be determined after what happens through the end of
all right, Cardinals have a 3-point lead. They can close it out here.
Here's Arizona.
But the pressure's back on them.
Arizona's in a
They've not been able to do a lot lately.
This is where it shows itself.
Yeah, now you'd like to have a running game, which they just don't have. Ooh-wee. Oh, overthrew Kirk. Let it step on Brown.
They had him. They got what they wanted. They got Christian Kirk, Anthony Brown, and he's got a couple steps on him and just not able to make the connection.
Remember, this is a Dallas defense that leads the league in takeaways. None so far today. 2nd and 10.
Michael Parsons right down here.
Collar's going to run it himself. Oh, he's got a lot. Stay in bounds. Down to the 40. A late slide. Takes a little bit of a hit, no flag, I think, because he slid so late.
Rodney Hudson, the center. You're going to see he pulls out. No hesitation.
He starts to come, and then he pulls out.
He's going to take it, and there he goes. Pugh, he corners his guy. Hudson's out there.
Cardinals defense looked like the Jets defense did earlier today on that last drive. Hey, buddy.
For Arizona today. I don't think there was a bigger off-season addition by Steve Keim and Rodney Hudson. And that trade from the Raiders solidifies that offensive line. And he'll snap it on 1st down.
We're at the 40. Now they come to a run here. Gain of 3. 3:45 and counting left.
Gain of 3.
Start running this clock down. Snapped it on that last play at about 5 seconds. You don't want them at the line too long, so you hold them in the huddle. But you don't want these big guys getting up there and having to sit around and wait.
Well, this game's a lot closer than I thought it would be here, after the way that 3rd quarter looked. Play action, and Collar hits Zach Ertz. Stay in bounds. There you go. He drops to his knees. Stays in bounds.
And dropped by Anthony Brown, but
I thought he was going to catch that and carry out of bounds, but he quickly caught it and dropped to his knees.
He feels most comfortable throwing the football to with the DeAndre Hopkins out of the game. An excellent route by Ertz and a really decisive, accurate throw by Kyler Murray.
Now Dallas takes their 2nd timeout, 2:57. They said the Cardinals can close this out.
Long-time Philadelphia Eagle against the Dallas Cowboys. That's most by a tight end all time. Number 2 on that list, Hall of Famer Jackie Smith with 62. Ended his career with the Dallas Cowboys. By way of a game summary, Kyler Murray, his numbers on that top line. Dak Prescott, it's gotten a little better here of late. Did lose a fumble. Cowboys were down by 15 not long ago, now trailing by 3. Dallas used a timeout. They have only one left.
Read option, a flip to Edmonds. First down, stay in bounds.
He will stay in bounds.
Ooh,
The clock will
he just
continue
barely
to
stayed in
wind.
bounds. The Cowboys are down to one timeout.
First down for Arizona as they're trying to salt this game away.
Yeah, what a call by Kingsbury and great execution by Kyler Murray. He makes the end take him. Nobody's accounting for the pitch man. This is old wishbone offense right here. I mean,
Skip's going to say it's a moral victory, right? Because
Lawrence has to make a decision, but no line.
they're only going to lose by 3. And yeah, you're right. A.J. Green, he's pretty much done anything he wants today with Trayvon Diggs, especially blocking. You see it every time there's a run to that side of the field.
And the next stoppage will be at the 2-minute warning. You would have to believe with Arizona sitting pretty up by 3. And the ball sitting at the Dallas 35.
Cowboys are out of timeouts at 2:51. The Cardinals might have to take one here. One, go. They just get it off. Stay in bounds, and he does. The ball might have come out.
Made the stop, but Edmonds was down.
Looks like he was down to me.
And the clock will continue to run.
That play clock hit 0. Now I know the mechanics by the officials. It hit 0.
Shut up, Troy.
The ball's being snapped, but it was close. To me, that should have been delay game.
I disagree. I've seen a lot longer go uncalled. You can't challenge it. You can't challenge it.
They're out of timeouts. They're outside of 2 minutes. The Cowboys can't challenge.
You can't challenge it. Ha, 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 ha.
We'll take another look at it. Here's Murray.
And a first down for the win, and Murray's got it. Cardinals win 25-22. Oh, the Cowboys lost, and the Packers are in perfect position to clinch the 1 seed later tonight.
Which the crowd saw on the board.
Oh boy, I think Edmonds did fumble. But the Cowboys were out of timeouts and therefore could not challenge. We're under 2 minutes. Cardinals have a first down. The Cowboys are out of timeouts. It's game over. 25-22. The Cardinals are going to take a couple of knees here when they come back from commercial. And we're going to stick around so I can enjoy all of it. Every bit of this last minute and 58 seconds of the Cardinals securing victory over the Cowboys. Oh, ain't that a shame. Skip actually thought they'd have a shot at the 1 seed. You fucking loser. Even if Kirk Cousins had played, the Packers are going to beat the brakes off the Vikings later tonight. Well, that's a great shot. There's a picture of Antonio Brown's empty pads in Buck's jersey when he threw it down laying on the field. Yeah, if you quit mid-game, you probably shouldn't be allowed to come back and play. "93 yards, under 2 minutes, no timeouts, no AB or Godwin. Brady gets the 67th. It was the Jets! We're really going to sit here and try to... Oh.
Dallas had to use early. On a 4th down, the Arizona Cardinals had both Matt Prater and Kyler Murray on the field at the same time. And so there was confusion defensively. So whether Dallas was going to have to defend a play with Murray or defend a kick. So they used a timeout, and by not having a timeout in his pocket, outside of 2 minutes, Mike McCarthy could not challenge what looked like a fumble and a clear recovery by the Dallas
I think there was a fumble and recovery by the Cowboys, but that's the breaks, fuckers. Congratulations on your 25. Edmonds fumbled the ball to Dallas, but the refs ruled him down, and the Cowboys couldn't challenge. And then the 2-minute warning hit as Kyler got the first down, so it's over.
And successfully.
Yeah, the Cowboys scored really quick while he was on and got the 2-point conversion. So the Cardinals had to finish this out on offense.
Coming to Dallas and coming away with a huge win and keeping.
Ain't that a bitch, Dallas?
Winning streak.
If the Packers win later, they're the 1 seed, and Rodgers can take a week off next week.
8-0 as a starter.
Stay off that toe for the playoffs.
Just a one-man show in football, but he's at least the co-owner of this stadium with Jerry Jones.
It's a big loss.
Not good.
As far as playoffs.
Arizona definitely covered.
Number 2 slot, which would mean if they win in the wild card, they wouldn't then host the divisional game, assuming that the 2 seed does win their wild card game.
Worth noting that the Bucs have a tiebreaker on Dallas for seeding. The Packers can clinch the 1 tonight with a win.
We're 1 snap away from the end of this ball
The
game.
Rams might have it on common opponent.
Murray, 2 touchdowns.
I don't know what the conference record is. I think that actually the Cowboys will have it over the Rams for conference record because 3 of Dallas's 5 losses now are from AFC West teams.
And Kingsbury and the Cardinals come on the road and get a 3-point
Well,
win.
all I can say is ha-ha, Cardinals win 25-22. What'd you get? That smells amazing.
Kyler Murray.
Cardinals got a little bit of their swagger back. They still can't run the ball consistent. And they're just still generally not consistent at all, but they can win with this.
Here against Dallas, back after this.
We won't be back after this because I will see y'all tomorrow night for... I might need to get a hanky out for tomorrow because it's Big Ben's last game at Pittsburgh. I'm so emotional already. Oh, it's Big Ben's last game tomorrow night. All right, guys, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Cardinals win 25-22. Get fucked, Cowboys. And you'll get fucked again here in a couple of weeks.